Hello! Welcome back. Oh boy, it's going to be a day today.
Day 3 in a row.
Day 3 in a row. It's going to be a day today.
There's a lot going on, though.
Yeah, there is a lot going on, and we'll cover that just as soon as you get done with our announcements. Or do you want me to do it because you're stuffing your face full of pasta? I'll take care of it. Today's stream, sponsored by Call of Dragons. Link is in the chat, or it will be in a moment. Using the link, you can download the game. It's PC only. Get your starting town to level 5 and level 11, and you will help out every voice you hear on stream today, and then some. Also, today is what, Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
All day.
We will only be streaming until our normal time of 3:30 today. DM needs a break. I'm a tired boy.
Yeah.
And we need to pack.
Yeah,
You need to pack.
You need to pack.
Which I thought you were doing last night.
Alright, it's in now.
Keep an eye on socials over the next couple of days for impromptu stream announcements. We may be streaming grinding sessions or character stories over the next 3 or 4 days. And I think that's all we have for announcements, yeah? We'll be back to our regular streaming schedule next week. Wednesdays, 11 to 3. It'll be Awakening until our glorious co-DM Ben lets me know that he's ready for more Pathfinder. And I think we are done with announcements. Yeah, did I miss anything, Boss Lady?
Nope, you did great.
Great.
Recap.
Okay. When we last left our heroes,
I need bread.
they were hanging out in the ruins of a research room outside of a door that led into a blistery snowscape, piercing winds and snowbanks feet
The
high.
fridge is dead.
Hmm?
The fridge is dead.
Yeah, everything just shut off. I have to fix the breaker.
Oh.
We have too much plugged in.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hang on.
I'm sorry.
BRB.
What did he do?
Anyways,
Literal technical.
You did it.
I didn't do anything.
You had the microwave.
What?
You did it. It's your fault.
Oh my
Hey, you
god.
listen to Vernie.
Yes, never.
Vernie's always right.
It's your fault. She did it.
Okay, Rudy.
I told her I'm going to start calling her Vernie.
It's also because we have the heater plugged in out here, right? But it's warm enough in here now.
Yes, that's exactly what's
What, do you
going
need some space?
on. Just a little bit. I like to sit in my seat.
Sure, sure. Let me just
So
move.
I'm sorry.
Alright, we
You're good,
have
you're good.
a guest today.
I'm just moving my stuff.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. Okay, and our heroes have decided to take a break in our big research room. They have leveled up. Anybody make new spells?
I made one, but I can't use it yet.
Okay.
Because burnout's a bit.
And I did,
Actually, wait a minute. Oh, no, I did not get that.
and I did fulfill my end of the bargain yesterday, and I have given everyone their tier 2 spell effects, and we will go over that when it is important. For now, though, what do heroes?
I want to fight.
Well, you're still in the research room. We just left the trap
Get rid of your burnout.
that Minerva had sent for you guys, which, by the way, can I just say, you handled that boss fight spectacularly. The Awakening critical hit
Oh, yeah.
was a huge, huge blow to that boss. Really turned the tide of that
Whoop,
fight.
whoop.
Yeah, it was very good. Very good boss fight. After that, Minerva ran away, as she does, after revealing that she is, in fact, the Dragon of Light. And had taunted our heroes with a skylight for half an hour.
Such a good woman.
And now they are hanging out, deciding whether or not to venture into the snow room or leave the Temple of Earth for new destinations.
In all fairness, though, that skylight, quote unquote, taunting was me just trying to get ready for my awakening. That's really what it was for.
I thought of something interesting.
What's that? What you got?
Well, I need to kind of get rid of a bit of burnout. Or, well, spend some of my mana.
Okay.
Because I'm not burnt out.
Well,
I'll fight you 2-on-1.
You wanna spar against Von Neal and Soph?
I'll fight you both.
Well, I haven't leveled up Von Neal from yesterday's session. He's still got 5,000 XP sitting in his bucket. I haven't leveled him up yet.
Okay.
You can give
that's
him back,
kind of important.
You can give him back the other character,
Micah?
Micah. Yeah, we can.
Micah would murder me.
I will one-shot him with Micah.
Yeah.
Micah with an H.
Micah with an H. That's right. Micah with an H.
Like-
I would one-shot him with Micah.
No, if you get a crit, you would one-shot me.
Well, that takes your defense.
You would still chunk the living hell out of me. 2 shot on average.
That's a good character.
Thanks.
That's his whole shtick, though,
Thanks, I
right?
made it myself.
You're welcome. That's the whole shtick, right?
Yeah.
Like, his job is to point a thing and remove that thing.
Oh yeah.
That's his whole job.
And I like to think he does a damn good job of that.
He does do a damn good job of that. So,
Well, if it's not ready, we can not fight. It's fine.
You sound so disappointed.
I mean, look, you want your revenge match? I'll give it to you.
you
I
have
got it.
gotten stronger since the last time he punched you in the face.
I can wait. It's fine.
Okay. So Von Neal's sitting up on top of a desk. He had shoved everything off so it joins the piles on the floor. He's sitting there, cross-legged, writing in his book while you guys decide what it is you're gonna do.
Hey, I keep putting in my 2 cents, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to poke at everyone because everyone's been poking at you. I get it.
yeah.
Yep.
If there's theoretically no way for me to get rid of any burnout, then I mean we could just go in.
It's just combat. That's the only way to get rid of your mana.
No, I know. Which means I can't use that.
Resource management.
Yeah, it was managed for the boss fight.
Yeah, and then you didn't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I could have used it. Should have used it.
Well, the merfolk came in and just
Yeah.
decided she was going to be useful for a change.
Fuck you.
Damn. Shots fired.
We need an attack dog.
We have an attack dog. She's right here,
Yeah.
aren't you? You're my attack dog.
Quite literally.
Yeah. Bark at everybody who comes in the house, whether you know them or not.
At least
Yep.
once.
Yep.
Do you want to go out? Okay, I'll let you out. You can go lay under the tree.
I wish for the tree, brother. But at this rate, may
Seriously,
as well
she
just
goes
leave the
for
damn back door open.
Yeah, she leaves for no cats. She leaves for John for everything.
She does.
Soon.
Oh yeah, did you take her out for a walk yesterday?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we both went.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, you weren't here. You had your 20, 20, and 20.
Yeah. It's like 3:20 minutes.
It's 3:20 minutes.
I took the boy to out to eat, and we were chilling out for a while.
The
Boy.
boy, the youngin.
Yep.
Indeed.
Well, he's the only boy child I have, so
That's true.
the boy.
Okay,
All
so
the other 4 are girls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to continue.
forward or out?
I'm down to go forward. We came this far. There's no point in stopping.
Oh.
You done?
Yeah. Thank you.
Like,
Put this away so he doesn't.
actually, can you throw 2 of those in the toaster?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Buttered toast sounds fantastic. Sorry, buttered toast sounds fantastic right now.
Okay, so you guys are deciding to move on.
Yes.
All right.
I vote the shelf. I don't know where everyone else wants to go.
You want? No, I meant move on through the temple.
Why do you want to keep going back to the place that'll kill us?
Because she wants to poke at the null.
I'm about to just... The next time Ryder's on the ship, can he make a person-sized cannon and just fire her to the shelf?
Can't you just make a spell and turn her into a
Because
little ball and
theoretically,
set it on
I'll
top?
tell you what, I'll even use elements. Because I hit tier 2. I'll combine earth and fire, and then I'll separately use a little bit of air. Put air inside of an earth-made cannon, and then use fire as the propulsion system, and launch her like a literal fucking jet.
I don't know if she'd survive.
She's got air magic. She can slow down with terminal velocity. She's fine.
I can heal myself. That's fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay, your toast is gonna be up,
All
so
right.
you can take care of it.
If after you guys are done with the Earth Temple, you want to go to
I'm
the
okay with
shelf,
being a cannon.
you can go. You have to find a way to safely land there.
Good lord. No magic.
Oh,
Can't fly the
yeah.
airship there. There's no magic at the shelf. You fly the airship there, you crash and die.
I'll wait for everybody, but dang it, I don't wanna.
So, you guys take your rest. Von Neal closes his book and hops off the table. Micah's getting his gun on, making sure he's all strapped up. And through the door you go.
Yep.
And as it opens,
Into the cold.
that piercing, blistering wind cuts right through you.
Complete with sound effects.
You step into the snow, and it's fresh fallen. It crunches underneath your boots. And being the biggest, you take the lead, Reiner.
Yeah, everybody can just cower behind the big boy.
Well, that's kind of it. Everybody's single file, hiding behind you, walking in your footsteps.
Yeah. Well, they're big enough, God forbid.
And this room stretches as far forward as you can see, and it's a whiteout. You can see no walls. The snow is just swirling through this room, kicked up by the wind, picked up off the floor, beating against you, buffeting you as you work your way through this room. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes trudging through the snow. No end in sight.
No one in sight. Ka-chunk.
Nothing but the sound of the wind and the crunching of the snow under your boots. That's fine, I'll wash them.
Okay.
Same as I always do.
I know.
Why does they keep saying my stream is unstable for Twitch? I'm
Because
gonna
it's
stop
Twitch.
Because it's Twitch. Nobody cares about Twitch.
I'm gonna stop multi-streaming on Twitch after this one.
I don't know why you did it for this one either. I mean, we only grabbed a dozen views from Twitch. Not that we don't appreciate you dozen folks over on Twitch, if you can even hear me at this point.
Well, no, I have like 50-something subs. I have a decent amount of subs on Twitch.
Cool. Hi, everyone. We're going to let our current poll
There you go.
finish.
My toast has been buttered. I'm good.
Butter and toast.
Buttered toast.
Reiner, I need to borrow your shield.
What?
Butter and toast.
Buttered earth. But yeah. So, I mean, just keep on going. I'm used to working around Everest at this point.
30 minutes. 45 minutes.
Okay, now it's starting to get a bit chilly.
An hour.
Okay, I'm freezing.
And the peak of a mountain comes into view.
Finally.
And you recognize the peak of this mountain.
Son of a bitch.
That's your mountain. It is the very top of Everest.
He's gonna look back. He's like, I could have sworn that we went down instead of up. But apparently we're at the top of a mountain.
Von Neal, hugging himself as tightly as he can, and you see the steam rising between his arms and his hands. He is using his hands as insulators to heat himself as you guys move. And as he steps, the steam, you hear that. He's got his feet fired up too. And he shouts over the din of the wind, the buffeting snow. We're dealing with dragons. This is not impossible.
I mean, is anything impossible at this point? I don't even know.
After what we've seen, I doubt it. Hang on. I swallowed a beard hair.
Yuck.
It's gross.
Even though it was frozen.
Even though it was frozen.
Frozen beard hair.
A beard sickle.
Oh no.
Speaking of, Micah's probably sporting a very good beard sickle right about now. Over that braid, it's caked with snow.
It is now an improvised weapon.
Yeah, he can beat a man to death with his beard.
Yes.
You guys reach the base of that small peak. Stop, I got it. I'm standing right here, Mama. You're fine.
plenty of water in there.
This was a good call.
You reach the base of the peak. You turn.
Do it.
Go ahead, run water. It's fine.
You think
we're,
we care?
We're playing at my kitchen table, folks. People live here. There's going to be noise in the background. You get it. You understand. We're not professionals. We're just doing this for fun.
Well, this one isn't one of the professional ones.
I am not a professional. I'm doing this for fun.
Yeah.
Could have fooled me.
We get... Thanks, Ben. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
We get to the base of the mountain. Von Neil turns around, and the sound that comes out of him is akin to a mouse. It's almost a squeak.
Oh my goodness.
And behind the last person in line, the floor that you've been walking across for the last hour or so is gone. And it is just the cloud layer and the stark, steep incline of the mountain. You are literally on the top of Mount Everest.
It's like, well, don't go falling now.
Yeah.
Then the shaking starts. The ground beneath your feet begins to vibrate and hum.
Okay, never mind.
And then you hear the ice popping. Then you hear the earth cracking. And from either side of the mountain, gigantic, arching, earthen wings rise up.
I think we found what we were looking for.
The peak of the mountain extends into the sky. The rock and snow shaking off, revealing the back of Gaia's head in his dragon form.
Oh, Lord.
And he turns very slowly, and it almost sounds like an avalanche as he speaks, his voice reverberating inside of your head. Welcome, my children. Do it. Not angry, very calm, fatherly.
I mean, you know this man going down in reverence.
Before you, the snow whips into a shape. It is a Santa Claus-esque old man. The beard that he sports, leaves and twigs, flowers blooming at the bottom. His eyes, opals, deep blue. Oh, that's Bella ready to come in. Dirt brown hair. Arms and torso covered in earth and tree bark. Big old jolly belly. Stands before you. Big smile. Very welcoming. Arms outstretched. Shaking stops. The wind dies down. Everest becomes silent. The wings are still there. The head of the dragon still turned, peering over his shoulder at you. And there's the jolly old man. And he looks right at Reiner.
No, I mean, it's Earth. Makes sense.
And he says, the loss is not a loss. Be steadfast. He looks at each of you. You hear that reverberating command. Be steadfast.
I'm sorry.
And then you're in a room. White, well lit, and empty. 4 feet in front of you, a sliding glass door. On the other side, you see a room very akin to the room in which you met Miranda, Gaia, and Charles.
But does this one look like it's more powered? Or like more active?
The room you're in,
No, the one through the door. Does it look like
it's just the relief. and then the empty space.
Well, because I remember the first time we entered, it looked like it was just on extremely low power mode.
The research facility, yes.
Okay.
The room you're in now is very well lit, stark white,
Okay.
with the door that leads to the room you met the avatars in, the Guardians, with the dragon relief. It's Gaia this time.
Okay.
The stone head of the dragon that poked around Everest. It's not the other dragon that you saw in Miranda's chamber, with the spiked scales on the back and the angry eyes. It is the stone face of Gaia coming out of the mural, with the sharp angles and the square snout,
Okay.
and the kind, wide eyes.
Well, I mean, I'm going to the next chamber, I guess.
Yep.
Might as well head in.
You guys move through the chamber. Inside, you can feel the earth magic permeating everywhere. Every inch of this room is soaked in it, inundated by it. You feel like you're wading through mud with the weight of this magical power. And nobody else seems to be affected by this. Just you. It's akin to the whole Von Neil thing in the Chamber of Fire,
Yeah.
right? This is what he felt.
Everybody else just like, yeah.
Yeah. And Von Neil is like walking next to you. Right? Well, I say walking, but he's staring at you. One eyebrow is in the air, and he's writing. And he looks very confused.
It's like, is it heavy in here to anybody else, or is it just me?
He's like, no, but this looks familiar.
Oh, is this what you meant last time?
How do you feel right now?
Very heavy.
Okay, that's interesting. I felt like I was on fire.
Isn't that normal?
No, actually, it's not. Because when I light myself on fire, it doesn't hurt. That hurt. Does this hurt?
No, but it's mildly uncomfortable. It's like taking a mud bath with your whole body, but you can barely move.
Interesting. Of course, you and Micah come into the room as well, right? Because you're awfully quiet during all of this.
I am. I'm just watching at this point.
Oh, her leg was going for a second.
She loves her butt scratches.
Yeah, go Puppers. Go Puppers. Bella. Beautiful Bella.
You reach the center of the room.
Oh.
Everybody's around you. I know you smell it. No, you can't have any. We're making soup. You don't like soup.
Butt tax. Gotta scratch your butt. It's like the cheese tax, but for butt scratches.
Tell people she can.
Ow, ow, ow. What, baby? What?
I mean, she's a rescue dog. Don't fix it.
Oh, well, yeah, of
You
course
can-
she's a
You
rescue
can
dog.
say it. They can hear you.
Yeah.
They already picked your words anyway.
Always take a
Of course
rescue.
she's a rescue dog.
She's a cowboy.
Always good
Of course
rescue.
she is. We got her from someplace down in Texas.
Taxes.
And you know what? We'll, can you put up a picture of dear Bella?
I
So
don't
they-
have a picture. I only have videos, and I don't have them on my phone right now or my computer.
Easily fixed.
Send it to my Dropbox. Not my Dropbox.
Bitch.
Yes, Dropbox.
I just gave you attention, and yet you come over here craving.
Okay, you know what? I'll do that when we take break here in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll throw up a picture after break.
Yeah, you get to the center of the room.
All right.
And much like before, when you were standing in the spot where Gaia was, and you channeled that earth, you can feel it begin to pool at your feet. And it works its way up your body. And as the intense magical energy focuses itself underneath you, you can feel that odd yet familiar sensation.
Yeah, down. Down, baby.
You are transforming again.
Oh.
Describe level 2.
Oh, dear God. Oh. Well, if the Earth is kind of doing the same thing as normal, it's going to be still kind of similar to Form 1. So, it's got the heavy boots going up, giving him, the weapon kind of like absorbing into him.
Yeah.
To form those massive gauntlets that he's got. He still has the wings, but they're a bit more fleshed out now to where before it was like the black metal from the minerals creating like the skeleton and earth kind of covering them, to where now it's like sheets of earth are starting to appear to fill in the webbing, and the head has changed to essentially officially look like Gaia instead of just being like a sharp angular imitation. Beyond that, because why not? He's gonna get a tail.
I love that.
A tail?
Very dragon-esque.
Good earthen tail, and he can. It kind of goes ahead and it shifts a few times. Yeah, well, you want a grabby tail?
Claws.
Oh yeah, claws are part of the gauntlets, hands down. But yeah, like the tail can kind of go ahead and shift, so it's got like the regular, but then it's the end of it shifts into like a spiked ball, kind of like a flail, turns into a spear. It just changes to fit whatever he needs.
Awesome. I'm down with that.
Yep. And instead of having it kind of be like the regular Saiyan suit, it's now kind of starting to build out into like a sleeker version of armor.
Nice. As you feel this energy crown the top of your head, you see, very briefly, and just you, 4 figures, silhouettes, in light. One of them very much resembles the old man, the jolly old man you just saw on top of the mountain. The other resembles Miranda in her transformed form. The 2 others are unfamiliar to you. Both are men. One of them you can kind of assume is Zephyr. The 4th, you have no idea. But each one of them, their silhouettes lift their hand. Describe level 2.
Oh, so it's basically after our transformation is just the up.
Your new transformation.
All right.
The water is cascading around you as normal.
All right.
You are now transforming into level 2.
I didn't actually think about this too much.
You want me to come back to you?
Yeah, come back to me.
Alright.
Sorry.
Do you want to do Micah's or do you want me to?
Oh, I already know what Micah's is doing.
Hit me with it.
We talked about this.
This is his level 1.
So Micah's level 1, feeling the kind of strange power. Like, it's a shock to him initially. Because he's like, what the? And then the second the infusion of energy hits, he's just like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this. And the very air in the room kind of starts to pick up and swirls around him, kind of creating almost like a raging tempest, but to everybody else around it, it's calm. And like, you've seen air elementals kind of in other games, right?
Yeah.
Well, imagine kind of like a construct like that, except he rises up probably 5-10 feet, and it starts to take the form of like a completely engineered suit. This man has made an air mech.
That's
and
rad.
either side on top of his shoulders, literal cannons start to come over. And we're not talking like pirate ship cannons.
35
We are
millimeter
talking
cannons.
like...
Oh, that game you play.
We're talking
mechs?
something akin
Maybe. But
to a full-on battlecruiser / dreadnought class.
bang bang. I love that.
This man is prepared, and you can see the electricity crackling off of those barrels.
Oh,
They're ready to go.
Alright.
Whatever they do hits Vanille, and that energy surges through him. His hair stands on end, waving like flame, literally becoming flame as the Hidori, the circlet, appears in his hair. The emblem of fire blazing. The flame 6 inches, working its way down instead of up. parting his shoulders, big shoulder pads, again forming those flaming jet wings. But they're much larger now, almost the size of your standard plates on your shoulders, but scaled down to Vanille's size.
Okay.
Okay? And then there's those big flaming wings coming out at like, what is that, 35 degrees from each shoulder?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay? The breastplate is much the same, symbol of fire emblazoned on the center, the streaks of rainbow running through it now. All the way down, the greaves up to his knees, much slenderer, more attuned with his form. And the feet come out like claws. And he grips onto the ground. And from his heels come two blue-white flames and push him up. So he's now on his tiptoes. He's gained 4 inches, probably, with those flaming heels. And those fire wings are out. His gauntlets now no longer have the small orb on the back. That orb has become a sleek dagger that extends from the backs of his hands. And both of them are now aflame. And he settles back down onto the ground and looks down. Holy! I've never felt anything like this. Describe me level 2.
I kind of was hoping to get a trident before level 2, though.
So make one.
Alright. So, kind of similar to last time with the water, it, like, whooshes around and raises me in the air like before. Like, you can't see anything over, but inside it does. The hair is a lot more, like, almost like glowing now. The ears and the earrings, also the earrings are glowing right now. The eyes still change. The outfit shifts like it did. The staff becomes like a trident instead. And then at the mark, and then there's like wrapped around are like streaks of each of the elemental colors.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You're all there. You're all transformed. You all have this new power. Oh, on your awakening cards. Level 2. You guys get 2 turns for awakening now. Okay?
Nice.
So we have 2 now?
Yeah, you're on level 2 for awakening.
Damage.
Alright, so now you can stay awakened for 2 rounds instead of 1.
I know what I can. Oh, God.
Yeah, you're putting it together, huh?
I'm putting some things together about what I can do.
Each of you hear the voice of your respective representative. You hear a voice unfamiliar to you. Be steadfast. We have granted you our gifts.
I don't
You're
know
all-
about anybody else, but I feel like I could stomp some shit now.
You're all still transformed. This has not worn off yet. Not like the first time where it was just the burst of power and then gone. This lingers. It sticks around.
Which reminds me,
Then
since
your
that
mana
was-
would be 0 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's mana drops to 0.
Aw, I had 70 set aside. I need a pencil.
In my box.
Unprepared.
Because I'm running this end, man.
Tell them I did it.
Oh yes, clicking 2 buttons.
Click, click.
I also think we need to take a break for a minute for personal reasons, and I'll explain during the break.
Alright, we'll be back in 5.
Yeah. Alright. We'll be right back, guys.
We're back. Thank you for that. Little impromptu break. A little longer than 5 minutes, but you know how it goes. Anyway, our heroes have now transformed for the second time. One of them for the first time. Also, while this was all happening, I'm gonna DM Hat Pura. She's on the ship.
Okay.
She transformed too.
Description coming later.
Description will come later, but because she was already awakened once, we're going to give her level 2 as well. Micah only has level 1. It was his first time.
He's the baby.
But he now also has access to all of the different types of magic.
Oh, good lord.
You've
Well,
also been granted...
Minus water.
Minus his opposite, yes. Okay, so with air...
With
Earth.
Earth, yeah.
And, no one has
And also, you all have water magic now.
You already had it. You're not special.
Everybody has access to water magic now.
Cool. I want to see what they do with the water spells.
You've also been granted another new power. Because I didn't go over this the last time that you guys were granted Awaken. You have been granted the power to empower your weapons with elemental damage.
Yay!
And now we're going to start using the elemental damage chart.
Yeah.
Okay? So elemental damage works like this. At the end of damage calculation, before damage reduction, you will either apply a 50% bonus to your damage or a 50% reduction to your damage based on the elements of your own spell and the element of the thing you are attacking. Okay? So the left side of your spell chart is the primary element you are casting with. That is determined, or that determines what elemental damage that spell deals.
Oh, the left side's the primary?
Yes.
Oh, then I have to rewrite my spell chart. I'm sorry, I thought it was the other way.
No, the left side is the primary side. Because all of your spells boost intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So the left side is your primary element, because that's the stat bonus side. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I hope so. Because if not, we can switch it. That's why this is a beta, right? You
It
guys
just-
are trying to poke holes in
It just
this
made
one.
sense that the top one was because everything had intelligence. That's why I figured that was the primary.
It does make more sense, yeah?
Yeah.
One of the sides. Pick a side.
I pick intelligence because I already have everything as intelligence.
That's the primary element you're casting with. That's the element you use to determine your elemental damage. Every other element in that spell, until tier 4, does not matter. Outside of damage calculation. Okay? Doesn't matter. And that's it. Then you subtract your enemy's magical defense, and that's the damage you do. So you're either going to do a 50% bonus, a 50% reduction, or no damage at all.
Yep.
Because if you use your opposing element on, or if you use your element on something that opposes you, I'm not going to feel that. And that only applies in battle. Okay? Cutscene time, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I'm the DM. So you guys are still awakened. You're all in the room. There's nowhere else to go forward. The only way left to go is back.
Well, time we gotta move on.
As you leave the chamber, your awakening wears off, and each of you transform in your own manner back to your standard attire and your standard power.
And my standard stick.
Stretch.
Okay, one of the things I want you guys to look for as far as balance is concerned. Okay, I know I'm giving you extra turns as your awakening level goes up. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to give you extra bonuses by the way I have everything scaled moving forward. Okay, because as we move through chapters, I'm going to be adding bonuses to bosses. Okay?
Oh.
Because you guys are getting exponentially stronger as you level up. Okay, so it stands to reason that as you progress through the story, everything else is going to be getting exponentially stronger. And all of these little tricks and stuff to keep this balance will be in the rule book. It'll all be very simple to understand, I promise. I try to boil this down to the only thing you need is a pencil, a notebook, some dice, and your imagination. Right? So I will do my best to balance whatever I have to balance. That's why we're having this session in general.
Gotcha.
So, you guys are back in the white stark room now. Your awakenings are worn off. And nothing has changed. The room is still well lit. It's still empty. So as you guys continue to move through, you start to feel that unrecognizable magic that you now know belongs to Minerva.
Fuck.
Oh.
And it's starting to get denser, thicker, heavier.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we pissed somebody off.
Do you want to continue moving into the research lab, or do you guys want to take a minute?
Take a minute.
I mean, there's really no reason to take a minute.
There really is.
Unless... Actually...
We have the tier 2 spell effects now. Do you guys want to make some spells?
I can.
You don't have the total levels for it.
I don't have the total levels for it. However, I know
already
what I
have a
could
tier
do
two
in the
spell.
meantime.
I've had it.
What would you like to do?
Well, because it's level 0...
I took all your mana.
I know,
You're welcome.
but it's a spell.
What do you got?
It generates mana.
Right. That's why I said you can cast it now. I took all your mana.
I'm just gonna cast my buff 10 times.
On who? You?
Yeah, because then it just overrides itself.
What's the bonus?
It's just +1 con.
Okay.
So it just overrides itself.
I'll make you a
time.
deal. I'll let you do that, but I'm only giving you the XP for it once.
That's fine. Honestly, I would have been fine if you said no XP for it.
No, I'll let you have the XP for it because you're going to cast it.
Okay.
That's only fair.
So 1 earth, 1 con.
I have a buff too, that's right.
That is 100 magic. Or 100 mana. And before we even go into the fight, it's going to expire.
Right.
Because,
the second you move.
Hey, here. 3 rounds. Okay, it's
All
done. It's been 10 seconds.
No one needs heals, and I don't want to do the DRM buff without anyone needing heals.
Why Ben just did. I'll let you do it too. You only get the XP once. Cast it as many times as you need to.
No, I'm not going to cast. I'm going to leave it at 0, it's fine.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure this time.
I mean, I could literally just have... I could be a smartass and have Micah just cast his spell like 3 times. Because he generates 30 mana per cast.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Alright.
You get the XP for it once. I'll allow it.
And then he goes up to 90, so he just needs to generate 10 more. Which I guess that's an on-guard turn for Micah. Oh, wait. I did my experience tracker wrong. It's not Constitution that gets buffed, it's Intelligence.
I am so close to leveling almost all my stuff here, just by regular hitting, not including like points, because I didn't put any actual points in them. Oh yeah, do you need that experience extra tracker chart?
No, I don't. Not yet.
Alright.
Okay, I'm all set.
Everybody prepped?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just reworking the spell chart, but that mine is just putting it in where the way you had it with the fire and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, everything goes up by a dice step, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to have to give you guys any extra buffs with your awakening.
Honestly, I think we'll be fine.
Well, we talked last night after we were done about how strong you can get exactly. So,
We talked a lot last night.
We really did.
Yeah, while you were gone, he and I were just fucking around talking theories about between the game, working things out. I put together a lot of stuff about your specific backstory, too. Which I'm not going to tell you anything about.
He really did. He was putting it together.
He didn't drop that many hints, and I'm just like, okay, bop, 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 bop.
Just with the session stuff.
I've quite
Well.
literally put together a lot of shit about your brother.
Awesome.
The doors open. And on the other side, amidst the strewn bullshit of the research room, stands a very angry, very familiar, suited woman. No wings, no weapons. And she begins striding into the room. She clears the door, and it seals behind her. The wall comes down and eats the door. It's just the wall behind her. You are in a stark white box with the Dragon of Light, and she is pissed. Her voice, no longer smooth and practiced, furious, filled with rage. Do you know how long I spent on that rum?
No, but it only took us about, like, maybe a minute?
Was it really that long? I thought it was less than that.
13 rounds. If each round is the equivalent of 6 seconds, it took us 1 minute and 18 seconds to dismantle her boss.
You guys handled that.
It's like we just learned to be like, well, I mean, if you tried a little bit harder, it wouldn't have been, so easy.
She unbuttons the suit jacket and peels it off of her shoulders. And the blazer that she has underneath grows black with the goop.
Ah, Venta Black.
That Venta Black roiling outside on her blazer works its way completely around her torso, and her wings erupt from it. The white light angel feather wings, and they just tan black all the way down. And you're in combat. Roll me initiative.
Oh, finally. I've been looking forward to punching this bitch in the face.
7.
16. Oh, and I gotta roll for Micah. Jesus Christ.
Is he 19?
Why?
He's stunned
do-
from the
My
transfer-
dice refuse to fail me in rolls. But they fail me when I need them most.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
they're rolling high because that's kind of the normal thing you want to do, right?
And it's like, look, we're not failing you. You want us to roll high, right?
That's what we're doing.
I promise.
I rolled a 3, by the way.
For Vanille?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, I was 7. What is it,
I don't know. We'll find out right now. I didn't even get my dice out yet.
Please, 20.
That can't be a 3. I have a 3.
Please
A
be
6.
Fuck.
Aw, they go before. Oh, I wanted to do a combo with Vanille again. Those were fun.
Rip.
Right? Earth and air.
And then it's Reiner and then Micah, or Micah and then Reiner?
Reiner than Micah.
Air, Zephyr. Water, air.
Micah's just like, oh shit, you didn't tell me she was a dragon.
Sorry, it kind of slipped. Lionel has his book out.
Kind of slipped like this fucking bullet's about to slip.
He looks over at Micah, and he's like, "You've been blessed by the dragons. You can do this too." He uses Inspire.
Oh, Jesus.
Micah's next hit is a critical attack. You do not need to roll luck.
I'm going to take that as you literally said it.
That's
Next
exactly how it is.
Hit.
His next turn, the next time he does damage, it resolves on a critical hit. Even if you're awakened.
Oh, I know. I just need one turn for him.
Yeah.
And then next
I know.
turn. Next turn's inspiration.
Minerva, standing confidently, those dripping black wings behind her.
Oh dear.
She reaches to her side, clasps her fist, and makes like she's drawing a sword. And in her hand is a literal saber of light. I can't say lightsaber, can I, George?
Fucking Kizaru.
And she flicks that thing down and dashes forward. Who am I hitting?
I don't know. Who are you hitting?
I don't know. I'm the one who dragooned it last
Ryan.
time.
Oh.
Huh?
Well, makes sense because he taunted her.
Oh, for you.
Yeah. Pain. God, whatever her damage max is, it's gonna hurt.
45.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna fucking reaction barrier that shit. Which the barrier has. Well, hold on, I should probably. I'm gonna keep track of this on another card. So it's got 58 max. I took 45, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So it's down to 13.
So she charges forward with that saber extended, and you raise that barrier, and she slams her sword into it, and you see the cracks form on the back, and it splinters at the edges as the shockwave hits the wall. She stands and flicks that sword down, and you hear the frustration just and it's a growl.
Just pokes his head from around. Try harder.
You're up, Sylph.
Alright.
God, he's gonna die. He taunts people too
Alright.
much.
She's late, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has no elemental weakness.
Yeah. No. I mean, unless you count Valkyries.
Oh wait, what ability did I pick for it? Hold on, I have it right here. Haste. How does that work again?
It moves your initiative up 1 for a d6 roll. For a number of rounds.
All
It
right.
makes you faster.
I'm using Leviathan's Rage, and its effect is haste.
Alright, roll a d6.
Hold on, let me roll. Oh yeah, that first. It's gonna be for 4.
4 rounds?
Yep.
Alright,
How am
just
I
that
counting?
cooldown, tick that down.
Nice.
Now, is it for like 4 complete rounds?
It ticks at cooldown. So this round
Alright.
counts as 1.
Okay, cool.
So you're now ahead of Minerva.
All right, that's what I
Yeah.
was. That's what's the point. All right, so now I have to roll damage. So Leviathan, it started out as a tier 2 spell. So is it still start out with a D6 or the
D10.
D10,
Tier 2 starts at d10.
D10, D8.
Put AoE on haste, OP.
Could be.
Oh my god, and you can theoretically, because it's every 5 levels, you could put AoE 3 on it. So you
Good.
target yourself and everybody in the party.
Can I get another D6? Because this is the one I used
Here.
for rolling.
Here.
No, I want to keep one for my turn. Oh, keep this here.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Because that's the one I use for my things. All right, so
Man. Wasn't that spell your turn, or does it do damage too?
no, that was the effect of my spell. That I rolled the D4, so I know how many.
No, wait,
turns
wait,
my
wait,
haste
whoa, whoa,
works.
whoa, whoa. Did you put a buff on a damage spell? You can't do that. I told you that when we were making spells. You can't
Give me the
put...
list because I don't know what. Because this is a damage spell specifically.
Then just... It's a debuff now, not a buff.
So then it inflicts slow.
on her.
So it will lower her initiative by 1. It still puts you ahead of her
Yeah.
For 4 turns.
for 4 turns.
So just change it from buff to debuff.
It's not, yeah, you can't put a buff on a damage effect. Just like you can't put a debuff on a heal.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, where is there it is?
See, you guys are learning rules too.
Da-da-da-da-da.
The more you know.
Alright, cool.
It's a good thing we have a player to demonstrate these rules.
Indeed. Thank you, wife. We love you.
You know what? 6 and 2, and then I add my intelligence to both.
Yep.
Yep. Because it's affinity.
So 23, so 46, 47, 48, 54, 54. Okay, so basically, what happens is after she goes after Reiner, I go around and be like, this is for water dragon. And then all of a sudden...
Nobody can hear that.
Alright. Oh.
Shout.
Oh.
Act. You're an actress, right?
Okay, fine. I'd be like, this, like I throw my hands up. I'm like, this is for the water dragon, and then I like raise my arms up, and as they come down, like mixed of water and fire, like combined, and it goes like almost like a cyclone at her, and like scalding hot water.
She lifts her sword straight edge as that spiral of opposing elements flies towards her. Clean in half. the heat and the steam flash her. And you can see the gunk peel back. And it reveals her blazer and her now ruined and burnt tie. The gunk is literally consuming her as she's wearing it. And then it reforms, going back up her wings, dripping back down to the floor, climbing back up her leg. Reiner.
I mean, you already know what's about to pop off, son.
Hit me!
We're awakening, baby.
So that gives me experience for water and fire then?
Yep.
All right.
And intelligence.
And intelligence.
So he's just gonna, at this point, absorb the bulwark into him and kind of have it surround him as the rest of the earth forms that awakening suit that he is now so very well known for.
That was cool. Hang on a second. Give yourself 100 free XP for that. That was awesome. Just picture that shit. Thunk. Oh, that's so cool. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. And with that, he's just gonna kind of like look at both of his hands, like, you know what? We're gonna spice things up a bit. He closes his fists, and both of them ignite on fire. And he's just gonna put them together, slam them against the ground, and he's casting one of the spells I haven't debuted yet.
Okay.
Of the earth in the very room kind of cracks and courses as it goes towards her, and then from directly beneath her, concentrated fire bursts up from a crack in the earth. This man casts eruption.
She... roll your damage.
Yep, I gotta roll that plus my luck.
She is going to attempt to just leap backwards as this spire of cracked earth flies at her.
Also, would that be a good time to mention it's also a DOT?
Yeah. Because I need to keep track of that shit.
Okay, so that's an 11 for 8 rounds with 27 damage. So times 2, that's 54. So 54 damage over 8 rounds. Damn, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's still not enough.
That's debuff.
Oh, it doesn't need to be.
That'll dent her.
Slow.
See, it doesn't need to be enough to kill her. It just needs to be enough to cause her some annoyance every turn.
It's going to. Annoyance is the right word. But I don't think you'll get close to killing her just yet.
Okay.
She's going to attempt to jump out of the way.
Okay. She dodge.
I'm only going to take half.
Okay. So...
I got a 5 on my dodge roll. Her dodge
So
is
it's
7.
27.
27 over 8 rounds. That's still enough to piss her off.
Yeah. So it's just the original roll then. It's funny. And then...
Micah's up.
He's just going on guard for the turn.
Give yourself a minute. Alright. Back to the top of the round. Well, I've already used my racial ability. And I haven't made any more spells. Because I've been busy, right? I haven't had a chance to level yet either.
Yeah, you really should have made your spells at least.
I really should have, but by the time I got done being an adult last night, I
were
was
just too tired, yeah.
exhausted. It was like 12:30. Ooh. Hang on a second. A little longer.
CDR, how does that go up by levels?
Wisdom, intelligence.
Yep.
Every 10.
Every 10?
Goes up by 1.
So then, wait,
To a maximum
I
of
have
5.
17, so I only have plus 1 then? Because you
Yep.
said it was plus 2 last
It is, because you get a default 1.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Because you are part of the cooldown.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, cool.
So you
I'm
should
good now.
be at...
2.
Huh? It's for every 10
And
intelligence.
it's every 10 in
You're
your
at 46.
total intelligence.
So you should be at 5.
Yeah, your cooldown is maxed at
intelligence.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just said intelligence.
I
What did you
I
hear?
thought you said
Wisdom?
wisdom. I heard wisdom.
No, intelligence.
Well then, it's maxed out, and I'll put that as my maxed out one here. Sorry.
So when I tell you, 4 cooldown, you add that bonus.
Alright.
Right? So your cooldown for that round
Would be 9.
would be 9.
Alright.
Okay?
So, vanilla.
I have no idea what he's going to do.
Do you need a break?
No. I know what he's going to do. He slaps a page of that book, and when he pulls his hand out, it pulls out the ruined, cindered page.
Oh, I didn't know that was 5.
And he slams his hand down on the ground. And a barrier of fire domes around him. He's on guard.
Nice.
My turn.
Sylph.
Oh yeah, this is down to
Has
3
a
by the
chance
way.
to be disgusting.
Alright.
Oh, Micah never went.
No, he went on guard.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he went on guard.
Did you guys do cooldown?
No.
I didn't need it.
9. So.
No,
over.
actually, no, that's not true. I'm at. Well, Reiner was 20 minus 2 plus 5.
Oh, I can't wait until I use Ashes of the Phoenix later. I don't have that spell yet, but I already named it.
Well, at least you're thinking ahead. I appreciate the investment that you'll be playing the game that long.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So. Last time got the ink off. Alright. So this time we're gonna do. Oh, that only does an extra target. You know what? I'm gonna use my vortex because it has damage over time. Alright.
Hey, sorry. I'm gonna
Pause.
cut this battle short just for right now.
Yeah, 5-minute break.
Yeah, I need like 5-10 minutes, real quick.
Alright.
Sorry, guys. I just remembered a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And he's gonna have cannons on his forearms.
Oh, man, that's
Just earth
friggin' cool.
cannons.
Dude, let's go.
And the best part is he can combine fire and air to pressurize what's already loaded inside of them, so it's now an attack.
That's friggin' cool, man. I'm so down for that. You guys got to get level 3, level 4 first.
Oh my god.
That's going to be friggin' rad.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, sorry. Hi, everybody. We're back.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a boss fight. Problem solved.
Yeah.
We're good now.
Okay, so it was
I completely forget.
Neil's turn.
He just went on guard. It's Sylph's turn.
Okay, so
Yes, and I reprinted my character sheet. I'm slowly rewriting everything because I made it look so much better. It looks so pretty now. Anyways. Okay, Sylph. Let's get back into the character sheet. The one that's not printed. Alright. So,
I'm hoping that what's her face does something specific.
I have no idea what she's going to do just yet.
alright, so I was gonna do that attack, but I don't want to do that attack because I don't have an extra a target. Can I target them the second twice with the area effect attack?
No.
No, because they're an individual target.
Alright, cool. And there's no one else here to target.
Nope, just her.
Alright,
She's very angry.
good.
I mean, if you wanted to be sassy, theoretically, you could target body parts.
I mean, you could aim for a specific part. I'll react accordingly.
So AoE, target her wings.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if I did something like that, I'd go for the wings, and I'd go for her hand to slice off her hands.
Well, do you have 5 targets for your AoE?
I have 2.
So you could do the wings. Or her hands.
One for each wing.
You could do either one for each wing or one for each hand. But that's provided our mighty Lord and Savior allows it.
No. I'm good. Alright. The debuff for slow doesn't stack, does it? Oh, that's it.
No.
No, it's a...
No, you'll just, here's how this works. If you hit an enemy that has a debuff with the same debuff, okay, whoever rolled that turn, if they can re-roll that die. If it's a higher turn count, you keep the higher turn count.
Yeah, but if it's not, it goes down lower. I'd rather not. Alright. Yeah, so then I'm just gonna go straight with,
Unless I can find another way to fix that, because I hadn't really thought of that being a possibility.
No, that's actually a good idea.
yeah.
Is just roll the turn, take the higher.
Yeah, or...
You know,
I mean,
I'm just gonna
double
use
turn count.
I'm just gonna use quicksand.
Or you could bump it up once we hit tier 3 to where slow makes you act last.
Mm-hmm. Could do that.
Ooh, that would be cool.
They're good.
All right.
I'm good at thinking.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, they're good.
So, Sylph
Turn them off now.
is going to because last I flung out the water
tornado.
fire,
Yep.
and then I'm still kind of in that pose, I guess, because it was only 2 seconds, and then I'm just gonna drop to the ground, lower both of my hands to the ground, and then all of a sudden the ground beneath her almost like coalesce and comes up and becomes like quicksand and to try to pull her under.
Roll your damage.
She cools down my earth and makes it mud.
Alright, hold on, let me get to the damage die thing. Alright, so it's damage plus 5 because it's the quicksand.
Yeah,
It still
I
has
forgot
water,
to add
so it
that
still
plus
has
5
affinity. It's a
last
tier
time.
1, so it's
But-
You want me to tack on 2 extra damage?
No. Well, it would.
D6,
It would have
D4.
been. No, yeah, don't worry about it.
Alright, so
If I forget it, I don't deserve it.
D6,
That's how I look at it.
That's fair.
D4, and it's plus 5 plus my intelligence.
Hell,
twice.
if we had to re-roll everything we've forgotten in this game so far, we'd still be at the fucking beginning.
We'd still be back in Idris 11.
Yeah.
55 with everything added in.
Jeez.
Alright, so that's all it does? It just pulls her under?
Trying to pull her under, yep. And it's it's just damage plus 5 for that one.
Hit her with the Evanescence music. Go, go, go.
Alright. So, the floor underneath her transforms into liquid. And she still had her sword up from blocking your thing, right?
Yeah.
And she doesn't even whip the thing down. She just lowers it and looks down and looks back up at you. And it's up to her knees now.
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, are you kidding me? And her wings flutter out and thrust down. And she just jets to the ceiling. I'm not taking the dot. I'll take the damage.
Alright.
And now I'm covered with mud. How dare you?
What was that, 54?
55.
55. She's very agitated now.
Oh yeah.
She's in the air. Wings spread.
Now it's her turn.
She has that sword in her hand. She lifts her other hand, palm to the ceiling, and forms a literal sun in her hand.
Escanor?
And then turns her palm down and drops it.
Definitely not Escanor.
It doesn't even bother to fall. It's like a shooting star.
Yeah.
Boom!
Oh boy.
The whole floor of the room is covered in searing light.
Is there a dodge way for that?
Whoosh!
Can we
Oosh? What do you mean by oosh? Explain.
dodge? Explain.
57 damage.
Can I dodge?
Woo!
Is it possible to dodge?
Is it gonna kill you?
Probably.
I just filled the whole room with fire.
Probably.
Is it gonna kill you? It's Von Eel's on guard and he's still dead.
I've got 13 plus 25, so that's 38. You rolled how much?
57.
I still take 19, so I'm still up and healthy.
Oh no, yeah, I won't like die.
And Micah,
Because I forgot my resistances. I don't think. This is magic resistance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Micah will be down to 19 out of 64,
I have a
unless
5
he can dodge
resistance.
for half.
So 52. So yeah, I would be down if I don't dodge it.
I'd say dodge for half.
The only one still up would be Reiner.
Well, no,
and Micah.
Reiner and Micah, yeah. Which is awake. Oh wait, no, no, because I'm still awakened on Reiner.
Mm-hmm.
I take no damage.
None. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do.
Oh my god, that's right, because fucking doubles the defenses, so I'm at 50 magic, plus the barrier, so the barrier gets taken out, my magic defense eats the rest. Which means I get the barrier buff of doom.
Hey, Ben,
I'm excited, sorry.
roll me 3d12.
Well, I've got 2 right here.
Here's one.
Well, 3, 2... Jesus Christ.
3, 2, 3.
8.
I beat that with 1 die.
Oh my fucking god.
So I can't dodge.
We're in cutscene territory now.
Oh.
Fight's over.
Oh.
Oh, but
You
I would have
got-
dodged. I would have totally dodged. I had a nat 20. No,
That's not your luck die.
That's not my luck. No. Damn.
We're in cutscene territory.
Okay.
I'll make it cool. Don't worry.
Alright.
And if you want me to, I'll give you guys XP after this because I did rob you of this fight. I really did not think that would kill you.
Reiner's completely fine. Micah's just
Right now. That's why I said
singed.
we're in cutscene territory
Yeah.
right now. Okay.
Which I should probably do that damage to Micah.
She blasts the floor with that sun. And the whole room is engulfed in flame. Von Eel, blown against the wall, unconscious. Sylph puts her arms up and forms a barrier of water. And that fire hits it and steam flashes. And the barrier shatters. And the force of the shatter and the wind of the flame launch her into the far wall. She is unconscious. Micah ducks behind Reiner and pulls up the scope of his rifle, tucks it against his shoulder, using you as a wall. The flame washes over you, your awakened state keeping you perfectly safe. The flame's so hot, it melts the barrel of Micah's gun into a grotesque arch of scorched metal.
You son of a bitch, I'ma kill you!
The flames scorch his coat and his legs, and he tucks in and pulls his duster up over his head, cowboy hat over his face, and he hunkers down behind you. You manage to keep him alive, and conscious, but he is in no condition to fight. It is you and Minerva when you can finally see again. And she has been floating down to the ground, angelic, arms out, her saber of light in her hand, wings spread. And as she touches the ground, she folds her wings, and the saber descends into her palm. She brushes her hands. I really don't want to do this. What do you say we call truce?
It's just like, the fuck? No!
It's not gonna last forever, and I outclass you in every way.
Excuse the fuck out of you.
I'm only -1. I can get up.
Suddenly, from inside her coat, there is a familiar sound. The buzzing of an attunement stick.
Ooh.
The goop falls from her shirt, back into her waistline. She reaches in and pulls out the small stick, plucks it in her ear, and listens. You can't make out the voice, but you recognize it. You know exactly who it is.
Fucking Valkyries.
She takes it out of her ear and puts it back in her pocket, reaches down and picks up her unsinged suit jacket and throws it over her shoulder. Maybe next time. And out come the wings, and up she goes, disappearing into the ceiling.
This dumb bitch likes to make fucking spotlights, I swear.
Oh no, she didn't bore a hole this time. She literally disappeared into the white of the ceiling.
The fuck?
And now you are left
Okay.
to nurse your wounds after being embarrassed
What ones?
by Minerva. Well, everybody but you. The awakening saved you.
Yeah, it did.
And you know that.
Bella.
Bella!
She heard Bob, yeah.
Yeah, she heard Bob outside.
Chill.
Good girl. Thank you for saving us from the scary neighbor. I love Bob. He's so cool.
Yeah.
There.
How much XP
Well,
did I gain off of that?
I'm gonna give you.
Picks up 1, picks up 2.
I'm gonna give you. I'll give you guys each.
I was only down by 1 point. I'll be fine.
I'll give you guys each 500 XP for me stealing the rest of that fight.
Oh no, I was thinking about this. So I did my water attack. It was water earth because I didn't give myself XP for that either. And then that also gave me intelligence. And then that took armor and what was that, magic defense?
Yep.
Or-
Oh yeah, shit, I should probably.
Yeah, because you guys did take that hit.
Yeah, and my barrier, since she hit my barrier the first time, that doesn't count.
No, that was your racial ability. You get XP for that.
Okay, so then I get 1 tick of Constitution. No, not Constitution, Wisdom.
Check the nurses out.
1 check of armor. 1 check of Wisdom.
Oh, here. That's an extra turret. I don't need it.
We can keep foiling. Do you want to
I
do
don't
this?
want it. I printed mine different.
Check
Yeah,
for
probably is,
armor. Check for Wisdom.
Plus, we're gonna keep oiling it when we're out there. That gives it some help.
Oh, plus I need to give him the check of.
Just throw it in his book bag.
When you cast a combo spell, like with 2 elements, do
You
you
get
get
both.
experience for? Okay.
Yeah, that's why tier 4 is the fastest way to gain spell XP because you get 4
That's why I've been
ticks
using.
of spell XP plus your intelligence XP.
Earth,
Yeah, that's why I've been using my combined spell ones. Because I've been trying to gain both. Because I've been getting experience.
Yeah, you guys can get disgustingly strong. Ben and I were talking about this last night.
My water is almost up all the way for this, just by
Because-
natural levels.
If anybody didn't tune into the stream yesterday, first of all, go
This is
watch
right.
that. It's hilarious. Second of all, towards the end, we talked about how actually strong you can get in this system, and there are 9 different types of weapons that you can use
Yeah.
for a total of 900 points in stats or pips that you can distribute to raise your character, and that's just with your weapon. That doesn't include your armor and your spells. There's 3 different types of armor you can level. It's ridiculous.
Trident. What kind of weapon type would that be considered?
It doesn't matter because it's just your awakening weapon. But if you'd like to change your stick to a trident, one, you have to be at rest, and two, you have to find somebody to make it for you.
Well, I know, but I'm saying if I did get it made,
It'd be a standard weapon,
so
The
it'd
ship
be a
can
light
help you
weapon
change
or
it.
medium?
a medium weapon.
Oh, then I don't want it because I have a staff, and I want to keep my staff. I want caffeine.
Oh, that sounds like a personal problem.
It is.
All done?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't
haven't
spend
leveled
my experience,
anything.
so.
I haven't
Okay,
spent
I'm
my
saving
XP.
it.
Are you going to? Well, you're not technically
We're
arrested.
not rested yet. That's why I
So,
haven't done it.
okay. So there you guys all are. Vanio's unconscious. Sylph's unconscious. Micah's out of the fight, unless he pulls his handgun.
Yeah, which I don't have set up.
And your awakening is done.
Yeah, so he's just gonna have Micah hop on his shoulder, walk over, pick one up, walk over, pick the other up, and start making his way out.
I literally just need to heal 1 point, and then I'm awake.
Well, then you wake up on the way out.
All right.
Vanille, however, even through,
Oh no,
His
no, I'm gonna
guard.
heal everyone when I'm awake.
well, even through his guard, that attack put me 10 under
Jesus.
because I didn't level from yesterday.
All right, well I'm gonna heal him because
If you
he's
would level,
clearly
you would've lived.
unconscious.
I know.
I'm gonna heal him first because he's unconscious. He needs it. Poor babies.
All right, so as you guys are walking out, we're gonna discuss what the hell just happened.
Yeah, he's up.
And Vanille starts the conversation. Yeah, this is like after we're all picked up and right. Vanille starts the conversation with, "That was embarrassing.
I mean, for you.
If we were all awakened, it would have been a very different story. You're absolutely right. But we were no match for her without that."
I mean, that could have taken that hit, even without it.
Reiner, I appreciate your confidence. But let's face it, she was playing with us.
He just doesn't like that idea.
He's fully healed, so am I with just the one.
Obviously, I just said we were just talking, right?
Yeah.
Give yourself the XP. Keep track of your mana.
Man,
Let's move on with the story.
sorry.
You guys reach the
My
the
intelligence
entrance.
leveled.
Congratulations! Give yourself a point in level.
Yay!
No, you don't have to erase anything.
8. No.
Oh, you do.
47.
Boop boop. It goes here. You actually leveled the stat.
Oh,
It goes
okay.
in the level.
Oh, that's right. It was no. I leveled it through this, so it's through the
Yeah.
elemental. You said the elemental.
But you leveled this, right?
Oh yeah. I get it
You
now.
goofball.
It's still 37. No, 47. Okay.
Right, but where you have it matters because that robs you of a point of getting that extra buff.
All right. All right.
You don't rob yourself because you're putting points in the wrong spot.
Alright. So yeah, just continue the way out.
You guys reach the base of the 2-day hike back to the surface. And Pura is there.
Oh, okay.
And she says, "We have bad news.
I mean, they had bad news back there. How much worse can it get?
You guys catch up on the way out. Okay, you inform her of what happened, and she starts telling you what was going on. While she was with the ship, the comms received a call from New Chicago.
Oh.
They were experiencing some unexplained engine problems and did not think they would make it all the way to Pier 1.
Oh boy.
They are still airborne, and they are requesting assistance. And she wants you to go and help.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like emergency level. I've still got my duty to fulfill, though. So,
Well, the faster you go do that,
yeah, I mean, he'll probably tell everybody to wait at the ship. He's just going to run off to the Patriarch and inform him.
okay, so you run up, inform the Patriarch what was going on,
Yeah.
right?
Are we at rest now?
What are you telling him?
That the dragon is still sleeping. Because that's what they want to know.
All right, that's a good move, right? he thanks you, asks you where your companions are.
And explains the emergency at New Chicago.
Okay, and he's like, well, you know, he had just received the report and he was going to request that you do that anyway.
Yeah.
So he sends you on your way. You rush back to the ship. Pura already has it ready to go. It's airborne. The lift is just high enough where you don't have to jump, but it's a high step. Mm-hmm. And as soon as both feet are on the ramp, that ship is ascending.
Well, good thing I'm fucking sturdy. Plus, I imagine there's like 2 bars on the side to hold on to.
Oh yeah, there's guardrail. But also, it's Charles's ship,
Yeah.
right? This thing is smooth as butter. And you get above the cloud line. You're in the ship, doors shut, and you guys are speeding west into the ocean. The big bay windows in the cockpit open up. You're all gathered there. All 5 of the heroes now
Well,
gathered in the cockpit of Zephyr's ship. By the way, what are we calling this airship? I guess we should let
yeah, tell you the side.
the
Starship.
pilot decide.
Yeah.
Okay. The bay windows open up. And as they open, you see an impossible sight. The cloud line zooming past the front of the ship and off into the distance. Now I'm going to describe this in our terms, right? It's an aircraft carrier with a tall ship bottom. So there's wooden panels mimicking a sailing ship from the 1800s, built onto the bottom of an aircraft carrier that has been retrofitted with the largest propellered turbine engines you've ever seen in your life. The only turbine engines you've ever seen in your life. And there are at least a dozen of them on each side of this massive aircraft carrier that is supporting this gigantic wooden underbelly, and it is guttering in the clouds, bobbing and weaving, listing to side to side. Sorry, I'm gonna try a ham and bean soup. Give me just a second. Oh my god, that's good. I'm so hungry now. I can actually eat that. I'm gonna eat good today.
Yeah, you is.
So,
I need the chart thing with
4.
the level 2.
Ben's got one.
It's literally the only one we have.
Thank you.
I gave you a tier 1 too, didn't I?
Yeah.
In case you guys wanted to make
Yeah,
spells while you're
I've
gone.
just got them
Okay.
stacked.
So, there she is. New Chicago. Listing just above the cloud layer. And outside are hundreds of tiny, smaller ships darting about from the top of the carrier down underneath into a big, wide open rectangle, a docking bay. And there are larger ships coming out of the underbelly, passenger ships, evacuating people from the city that is built inside the wooden underbelly of the ship. And Pura, very, very calmly, but clearly worried, she mentions Kira.
Mhm.
And her wish to be okay. And as you get closer to this ship, the comm beeps to life. And the voice that comes through isn't familiar, but you've heard it before.
I'm sure Micah has.
It's the old man that was with Kira when you got off the airship at the tournament.
Okay.
Hey Chuck, what are you doing? You know better than to come back here. And in the background, you can hear shouting. people yelling orders and just the dull roar of hundreds of voices.
What's the old man's name? Like, I would imagine Micah would know him.
No.
No?
No. Micah has been in the Badlands for at least 2 years.
Oh, only 2 whole years?
Well, the current record is 3. Because it drives people insane, so you can only spend so long there. Judges compete to see who can spend the most time there.
Gotcha.
And so far, the record is 3 years. Which is why Micah was so reluctant to step out of the Badlands.
It's only 49 days from breaking that record.
Yeah, he was trying to
Son
break
of a
that
bitch.
record. But you guys enticed him with alcohol and food, and he's just...
And air conditioning.
And air conditioning. He's just a tiny bit crazy.
Well, I mean, I imagine Per is the only one in the cockpit.
No, I said you guys are all there. So you're kind of like the de facto leader of the group. Most everybody.
Apparently.
Yeah, most everybody's been deferring to you.
Which is interesting.
I mean, it's just kind of like the leader dynamic, right?
He's just gonna kind of listen. Can I roll to see if he remembers the voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me DC.
DC. 11.
Oh yeah, you absolutely remember this old man.
Just gonna let me like...
Distinctly for his pipe.
It's like... Was this the old man piloting the bus with the pipe?
Who? Oh, I know. You're the heroes.
Yeah, Charles is dead. He gave us his ship. Sorry, we'll explain later.
Well, at this point, I don't think it matters. We're gonna let you dock. I'm gonna send word to the captain.
It's okay, we have a judge.
That doesn't make me feel much better.
Well, it doesn't make me feel much better hearing you either.
Mike is like, yeah, fuck you too.
A little bit taste.
As you approach the docking bay, that's exactly what it is. But the ships are on rotating platforms on the sides of the bay. Gigantic cylinders that rotate and pull the planes out of the gigantic storage areas lining the bottom of the ship.
I like that. That's awesome. Yeah.
And they are busy.
It's like elevator parking. Ooh.
There are planes constantly shifting through these platforms, coming out and leaving. You are the only ship that is docking.
Oops.
And down at the base, as you're coming in, you see a very familiar rainbow-haired girl
Woo!
jumping up and down,
Yeah.
waving all 4 of her arms. 2 of them normal. 2 of them coming from the small pouch on her back.
Oh, hey, look, it's the very excitable Ren the Bear Girl.
Vanille turns to you, and he's quite literally shocked. You know her?
Yeah, she's a good... Well, I mean, she's kind of like a friend. She's going to say that we're friends, but we met briefly. She's nice. She's very smart.
Oop.
She made that thing that's on her back.
I think your thing turned off.
It did.
You want me to turn it on?
Yeah. Would you? That'd be great. I'd like to get her theme song up.
Where the fuck here it is?
Oh shit, what was it?
Just click the button, right? Once.
Yeah, you gotta hold it in until it comes on. It's temperamental.
There it is.
Yeah, thanks. Nailed it.
Oh, the best part about having a belly drum.
Alright. There we go. I have these now saved on my thing, so I don't have to keep looking at them.
Okay, cool. That means that I can have them. Because I'll just keep them in my box.
And add this too.
And she's just...
Here, this one.
She
one
is a
this one's
stack.
though. I'm not gonna copy that one yet.
Because every time she leaves the ground, she's in the air just a little bit longer. To the point where now she's doing jumping jacks that take her halfway up. You're almost completely landed, and she is getting even with your bay window. as you come down.
Well, seems she made a few upgrades.
And you land, and she lands right on top of the hood. Right in front of the window, hands pressed. And she's like, hi!
I forgot to mention, she's very eccentric.
She is so excited to see. As soon as you guys dock your plane and get off, she leaps towards you guys, and she is so excited to see you. Despite the chaos happening all around, she is absolutely focused on you. Specifically on Pura.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And she grabs her hand, and she's like, I'm taking her! And they're off. And Pura doesn't even have time to react before she is up off the ground like anime being drugged. Out of the hangar.
Does this mean we should follow you?
The old man's standing there, and he's got that pipe in his hand between his teeth.
Never mind.
And he goes, you know, I'm glad she never changes. And he taps his pipe out and puts it in his overalls and comes up to Reiner and extends his hand.
Good old handshake.
Name's Sid. Nice to meet
Son
you.
of a bitch!
Oh!
There's always a Sid.
Can't do it without a Sid.
I've had that plan since the beginning.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm not surprised.
I love it.
And he shakes your hand, and he's got a good handshake. You can tell he works with his hands. They're calloused, and they're dirty.
Likewise, but not for the same reason.
Oh, that's great.
And he goes, I know this isn't exactly the time, but we could really use your help. There's something goddamn wrong with our engine. We can't figure out what it is. None of our best engineers know what to do.
Have you run into any black goop?
I think you should see for yourself.
Okay, let's go.
So he takes you, and he leads you out the same door that Kira drugged Pura out of. And as you're moving through the long hallway, oh yeah, it makes it creamy.
Is that?
Cream cheese? You're damn fucking right it is.
I was about to say creamy garlic sauce, but...
Oh, no, it's straight cream cheese. It makes it so creamy. Sorry, we're talking about the soup.
I know what I'm doing.
I know you do. I was just curious. Okay, so go through the same door.
Yeah, he leads you. It's a T-junction right outside the door. Long hallway stretching down both sides, and there's swinging. They're swinging plastic doors. Okay, the hallway is tiled with plastic linoleum. The paneling leading along the hallway is
I just realized something.
that fake plastic wood paneling that you'd see in like restaurants,
Yeah.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Okay, that fake wooden paneling, it's
Yeah.
that.
Oh, God.
Okay, all the way down this hallway. And as you guys are walking, the old man's telling you about the construction of New Chicago, how it was built in Pier 1, and they used parts that they scavenged out of the underwater cities that they found just outside of the waters that connect Pier 1 to the Great Lake.
Okay.
And they plundered everything out of the depths that they built this ship with. All of the metal, all of the everything was pulled out of the undercities. And they constructed her over the course of 150 years. And it's all completely powered by wind magic. There is nothing ignitable or anything in this ship. It is all powered by wind.
Yeah, also means that because it's a construct, there's no Earth.
You're right.
Earth magic has nothing here.
It's all pulled from us, our plastics and bullshit in the cities, car parts and skyscrapers, and it's all pulled from that.
If Reiner is away from his element, he feels weird.
He takes you up a short 4-step staircase to another small door. And as he opens this door, the sound of wind is so overwhelming, it drowns out every other sound. There are hundreds of engineers in here, blasting wind in every direction, through tubes, on top of gears, pushing the gears to rotate other gears, that rotate other gears, that control the propellers up top.
Just to make sure it stays working.
And keep the ship in the air. There are
Damn.
hundreds of engineers in this room manipulating wind magic.
Jesus.
Nice.
And you move through this room into a smaller room of similar design, but there's no engineers in this room. It's just the gears and the shafts. And he points down the hallway that's comprised of the gears and the shafts. It's where the engineers crawl through. And he goes, down at the end of that tunnel. That's our problem. We can't figure it out.
Okay. Take a look.
And as he leads you very carefully over the rotating pipes and around the spinning, whirring gears, into view, at the end of the hallway, there's a wall. And that wall is coated in that gross, Venta black sludge.
Oh, I hate that sludge.
He's just like, this shit again.
Nothing we do gets rid of it. We've scraped it. We've sprayed it. We tried lighting it on fire. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea.
And it's...
It's just spread out. Like somebody threw it against the wall. And it's stuck there when it hit. It's just spread out at the end of the wall. And every so often, a small tendril will flick out and grab a beam and hold it until it janks. And then let go. And it's causing chaos. The engineers are having a very difficult time keeping the ship in the air with this thing janking it. And they can't figure out how to get rid of it.
And they tried fire.
They've tried fire, they've tried spraying it with a hose, they've tried spraying it with cleaning chemicals, they tried scraping it off. Nothing has gotten this thing off. It will not move. And if they do manage to get bits of it off, it just comes back.
Vortex? Water, air?
What do you hope that's going to do? Peel it off? You're going to try and suck it off with wind.
Yeah. Water and wind.
In an airship full of wind mages that have been trying to get this thing off for
mixed
days.
with water, though. Like, I don't know. No one's used water yet.
I just told you they sprayed it with
Yeah, with
water.
the-
They
Well,
sprayed
yeah.
it with cleaning chemicals.
Well, magical water, no. Okay, fine. Whatever.
I mean, I have.
Do I talk for my health?
No.
Yes.
We all love your voice. Keep
I've
going.
got like half an idea, but I don't know if it would work.
What's your idea?
He's gonna kind of look over at Vanilla and be like, out of curiosity, I know you were a scholar, but do you know how to make the crystal that your city's made of?
Oh, no. That's not... We haven't been able to replicate that. All the crystal technology that we use, we sawed off the top of our walls.
Okay.
I may be able to get some in a few days. But can we afford to wait that long?
No.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out the attunement stick and presses the button that puts him in contact with Vila. Hi. I need you to have a shipment of unattuned crystals sent to Pier 1. New Chicago will be docking there, hopefully soon, and we will pick them up. And you hear Vila's voice, the red smoke inside pulsing in tune with her words. That's not a problem. We just had a big shipment from the mines, so we'll send them up. And then she's gone.
Yeah.
And he puts it back in his pocket. So you'll have crystals waiting for you at Pier 1 if New Chicago makes it that far.
Say, well, that idea can wait until there, I guess.
Vaniel's leafing through his book now, all the way back to the beginning of his book. and he's furiously flipping pages, scanning through his notes. And he stops. Oh, that might work. That might work. He turns to Sid. I'm gonna need a shovel. And Sid goes, we already tried. And Von Neil's like, I need a shovel. Sid's like, alright, I'll get you one. And out he climbs. Before he leaves, he's like, don't blow anything up before I get back. And then he climbs the rest of the way out.
I mean, it's not like I was planning on them yet.
Yet.
Von Neil turns to Sylph.
Yes?
I need you to use water magic. Just water magic.
Okay.
Get it as wet as you can. Okay, so you start spraying water on this thing.
Yeah.
And as you're spraying the water, he takes 2 fingers and lights it like a lighter. Chick! And then steam bombs it. And it squeals as it does that wailing scream overlaying each other.
So you mean the scalding water that I was originally going to do was going to work then? Cool.
No, not the way you were going to do it, because you
No.
said they're not combined, they're swirling together.
No, they combine. That's why they go together.
That's not how you described it.
That's why I said it like melts them from like the steam because the water it's heating the fire's heating the water. It's combined.
Oh yeah, because that's what.
That's how I can.
Yeah, because the last fight, she hit her with this fire and water, and it.
Oh, well then forget
betrayed.
everything I just fucking said.
Ha! I was right. Jeez. All right, let's keep going. I'm sorry.
No, do your thing.
No, it's fine. It's okay. We're
No,
doing it our way.
stop writing and do your thing.
No, we're doing it our way. It's fine. We already started.
Alright,
Oh my
so
God.
the idea was steam. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do anyway. But yeah.
It doesn't work. The
Aww.
thing just gets bigger.
Oh shit.
It's like, well, don't do that again.
Can I steal free XP from Micah? Since I'm controlling both characters.
That would be like not fair though.
Well, they're both my characters. The only reason I ask is because I have an idea, but I need 400 free experience to make it an actual possible thing. But the idea has the possibility of backfiring, depending on,
Oh god.
let's say, how conductive everything is.
What's your crystal idea first?
Well, the crystal idea was because he remembered the fight with Valkyrie, and when the crystals were resonating, it kind of disrupted it. So he was going to have those crystals kind of like merge them all into one big one and then just bong. Because the crystals carry a frequency.
They do. And you're right. That would have worked. I mean, it will work.
It's just we have to make it that far. So how do we keep it contained for that long, though? Because, I mean, once Sid gets back, Reiner's going to ask how long they have until they get to Pier 1.
Okay, so you guys are talking, discussing. You hear clang, damn it! Wait. Ka-thunk! I got it! And then Sid comes into view carrying the shovel. And he hands it to Von Neil and he takes it. Von Neil gets that shovel red hot and slams it on the top of this thing and tries to peel it off with that red hot shovel, and it's making that squealing noise. And Sid's like, cut it out! Hands over his ears.
Oh.
Von Neil stops. Pulls back. Problem? Sid is in the fetal position, with his hands over his ears. And you can't tell whether he's laughing or crying, but he does not respond to Vanille.
That's weird.
The noise coming from the other room has lessened significantly.
I might want to go check
Hands
that.
on his head. On Sid's head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast my healing, and it's also DRM buff.
Roll me DC.
D12.
I know. That's not what I'm.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
I think you had my D12.
No,
Oh,
I
no,
do
it's right
have
here.
it.
It's like, wait, I took it back. Alright.
She's just blind, don't worry.
Don't mind me. I am blind.
I just realized I haven't been rolling with my own
11.
dice today.
11.
11?
Yeah.
As you attempt to heal Sid, there's nothing physically wrong with him. He's in perfect health. You can find nothing to heal.
Oh, don't you dare tell me time has stopped.
Oh, he's moving.
Okay.
Okay, the gears are still turning. The shafts are still spinning. He is shaking
Need to get to the
in the fetal position. Hands over his ears. And he's shaking. And you can't tell whether it's laughter or crying. And he is not responding to anything you do.
And the magic buff didn't do anything for him either.
Mm-mm.
Alright.
There's nothing physically wrong with him.
And my thing doesn't do mental.
Yeah, need to go.
Well, it does do kind of do mental, but not really.
I'm gonna go to the other room and check and see what that's about.
As you open the door, climb back out. Vaniel stays with Sid.
I'm staying with Sid too.
You and Micah climb out. Okay. You walk through the door into the next room. And it is no longer a scene of proper working order. Many of the engineers have taken their goggles off, placed them at their feet, and are in the same position as Sid, curled up on the ground, hands over their ears, shaking, and you aren't able to tell if they are laughing or crying. It has been several minutes.
Oh boy.
A bunch of the other engineers are attempting to call out to their comrades while still trying to maintain the ship. And you feel the floor shift as the efforts that they had been making come to a stop. And the ship is now at a 20-degree angle.
Well, time to get Micah to work.
He's a judge.
Doesn't mean he can't use wind magic.
I mean, he can. All right, so you're going to have Micah jump in there and...
Try to fucking
Try
help
and
much
do
as
the
he
thing.
can, yeah.
As Micah is in the midst of this, blowing wind randomly, one of the engineers comes over and starts directing him as to what to do. And Micah's efforts help a little.
But they
Hey.
still, it's,
I'm DMing at you. You're being drug around with Kira right now.
Okay.
Okay. But just to let you know, I've been DMing at you because I don't want to leave you out.
Yeah.
Right? You're an important part of the story.
Yeah, and we're new in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, things have happened. I'll catch you up when you're feeling better. Through the door that you entered this room in, you hear the thunk of the plastic opening and closing. And it's Kira and Pura. And Kira comes in, and she takes 2 long strides. Man! And out her back it comes, and pushes down on the ground, and she is flying through the air, blowing wind magic in every direction, trying to keep the ship afloat. Pura, runs into the mass of gears and starts blowing wind in every direction. Her experience as a pilot, she knows what to do. And their efforts between them and Micah manage to stabilize the ship enough that you're on even ground again. And the workers are starting to come around.
Oh, thank God.
They're peeling their hands off and tentatively lifting their heads, faces streaked with tears, eyes red, bloodshot red. They had been weeping. And they tentatively lift their heads and pull their hands down and realize, oh no, we're still in an emergency. And they scrub their faces and pull themselves up and get back to work. Shakily, but they get back to work. The door that you left Sid in, Von Eel and Sylph escort him out. And he's shook. He's got an arm over each of them. And they are supporting most of his weight. As his legs can barely keep him up, you see the wobble rippling through his overalls. And his face is wet. Streaks down his beard. The dirt and the grime washed off by tears. And he's like, I told you I would never use fire again. And Von Eel's like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. You should have warned us. What happened? And Sid begins to tell you what he saw in his head. New Chicago burning. Pier 1 a crater, the Great Lake draining into it. Idris Alem in flames. Everest toppling in on itself. The sea erupting into fire. The very planet itself cracking and opening. All of humanity dying, burning. The first time they tried it, they were out for 15 minutes. They saw the exact same things. And the weight of it all, the sheer despair, the loss of hope.
My idea might not be a good idea, though.
An hour passes. The group has escorted Sid to the hospital wing. Kira and Pura are with you. They tell you, the first time they tried this, everybody was out for 15 minutes. Everybody saw the exact same thing. That's what led to the initial problem of the listing. It's what activated this thing. Because they were trying to clean the ship, and they found this gunk, and they were trying to get it off, nothing was working. It was starting to interfere with the processes that keep the ship afloat. So they tried to burn it off, and everything just went to shit. And Von Eel looks mortified. And he puts his hands in his pocket and walks over and stops next to Micah. And he leans in and whispers something in his ear and then leaves the room. He asked Micah, he says, teach me how to shoot. And he left the room.
Micah will go with him.
The rest of you are around Sid's bed. And it's Pura, Sylph, Reiner, Kira. And Kira's not, she's not sad, she's not crying, but she is definitely concerned. But she's still trying to be that plucky, high-energy kid.
Yeah.
And she's trying to cheer Sid up. Sid's kind of waving her away. And he looks at Sylph, and he says, when I was there on the floor, what'd you do to me?
I tried to heal you.
How? There is no healing magic in wind, earth, or fire.
Yes, there is.
There is not.
Depends on if you count cauterization.
That's not healing. Come on. I know you're healing. It's okay. You don't have to tell me.
Bubbles. Just creates bubbles.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright. Roll me DC.
Him? Okay. I was like,
8.
Mm.
Bubble.
Outside of the room, as you palm up your hand and create those bubbles coming from your hand, a nurse walks by the room, peering inside, and sees you making bubbles out of the palm of your hand. And she gasps and is quickly down the hall. Within an hour, everyone in New Chicago will know that the heroes can perform water magic.
Oh, fuck.
Within a week, the entire world will know that water magic has come back.
Oh, God. What the fuck, man?
Let's go! Starting a worldwide pandemic!
The consequences of your actions.
Well, epidemic, I guess.
Sid, on the other hand, just closes his eyes and shakes his head. It's okay. You do what you need to do. You are here.
I'm just like, when it's with the bubble thing, I'm just like, oh.
What? It's better than the other option. I'll yank down your fucking hood. Don't look at me like that.
There's a ding from out in the hallway, and you hear a male voice from a loudspeaker in the hall, just outside the room. This is your captain speaking.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
We'll be docking at Pier 1 in just under an hour. Everybody did a fantastic job. And there's a round of applause that echo down the hallway.
Except for the asshole who triggered the screen.
I need the pips.
You're
one.
fired.
They,
Please, or pips.
you have a pip card.
No.
No, we don't.
I mean,
I just
pips are easy.
They're kind
You
of-
have a universal pip card, but that's it.
It's easy. It's every 2.
Yeah, it's basically
Okay, sorry.
whatever you need to upgrade it to the next dice.
Yeah, it's every 2 until tier 6, and then it's
Well, tier 5, and then it's 8 to tier 6.
yeah, it's 8
and
to
then
tier 6.
80 to tier 7.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm good then. Thank you.
The round of applause echoes for several minutes. Everybody's quite glad to be alive. And Sid visibly relaxes. Okay? And he's like, I gotta get some rest now. I appreciate all that you've done.
You do that.
And Kira quickly ushers everyone out of the room into the hallway, closes the door behind her. From the way she's been acting, you would think Sid was her father. He is not. Her father, she tells you, as you're walking down the hallway, she tells you her father is the man's voice you heard from the speaker. He is the captain of the ship and effectively the leader of the city of New Chicago. She became an engineer because he was a pilot, and they've just been a tag team ever since, and they're kind of unstoppable together.
Yeah, I believe it.
According to her. Okay? And man just pops out, and it comes out one above her right shoulder, and peeks over, and turns to her, and squeaks while it moves up and down. And she turns and she goes, all right, I'll tell him. And down it goes. And she goes, thankfully, Micah was not around. Okay, she has made Ma'am sentient.
Oh dear.
So she controls it with her mind now. And it responds to her the same way that Zephyr's ship responds to Pura. Okay, they are connected. And that's super illegal. Like, you're not allowed to do that. It's a magic no-no. Okay. Can I bowl that right now? Oh my god. No, seriously, can I bowl that right now?
Ian is hungry.
Yeah.
I am starving.
Get this man a bar.
Sorry, Dylan.
As you exit the hospital wing of the ship, in your haste to get Sid here, you really didn't have time to peer around. things were kind of in chaos, right?
All of the chaos.
So, you now finally have a chance to take in New Chicago in all of its glory. You walk out into the city proper, and it is shaped like a U for hundreds of feet in both directions.
Very cool.
The entire length of the middle of the ship,
Not yet.
the entire length of the middle of the ship has been built into a hillside city. The bottom, 2 paved roads with bike traffic on either side. Everything they have in New Chicago, they have pulled from the ruins of the cities underneath the water off of Pier 1, including the city and the roads. Because the buildings are pieced together bits of skyscrapers and townhouses from the suburbs. Car doors used as window holdings. It's a scrapyard city.
It reminds me of Shannara.
And the people there are the happiest bunch of folk you've ever seen in your life. They enjoy being alive almost more than anything else. They are bouncing from floor to ceiling. There's no other transit system aside from bicycles. You just leap layers. Mothers holding their kids, jumping off the top balcony, floating down to the ground to use the shops on either side of the main street.
She's just gonna let me like, I am really not built for this place.
And Kira's like,
Good
oh,
thing-
that's no problem.
Good thing you're
And
not an air person.
hang on now. Man comes out, okay, and it extends, and she takes a step back. And the arms fit just under your shoulders. And it effortlessly lifts you off the ground.
I'm not used to this.
But underneath you, you do not feel like you have left the ground.
Oh, that's
Your
so weird.
feet are still firmly planted on something.
That's so weird.
It's a block of solid air. I can carry you down if you want.
I mean, I'm fine jumping. It's just getting back up that's the problem.
Please don't put holes in the ship.
Fine.
And she jumps off the balcony of the hospital.
Stop blowing holes in my ship. Part 2, electric boogaloo.
What do you mean?
Salt and pepper.
Oh,
Nice.
you're welcome.
Asshole.
And she leaps off. And it's like taking an escalator. It's nice and slow, all the way down, and you don't even have to move. And she just slowly declines all the way down to the bottom. And she stops in front of something unexpected. When she lets you off the hook, and the rest of you come fluttering down, she turns. Anybody hungry? And in front of you is a sight you'd never seen before in your life.
Is that a diner?
It's a Wendy's.
Oh my god!
Ah!
They pulled
This
it
stream is
from the
not
ruins
sponsored by
of the
Wendy's.
city, piece by piece, and constructed it in the city.
Frosties!
It was one of the very first cities that were built. It was one of the very first buildings that were built in the city. One of the oldest in New Chicago. It is a Wendy's. And she goes, according to what we found, and as she walks in, she opens the door and it dings. A bell on the top hits the door. Ding, 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 ding. Right, and that's normal. She doesn't react at all. In she goes. I gotta take a bite of the soup. Hang on. A bite
Can I
of
help
soup. Mm. Oh god, that's good.
That churro.
And now you have cat butt in your face.
Well, it's under my face.
Well, you can move it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll
She's
do
the
it.
most palatable cat.
Yeah, I know.
As
She
long as you don't serve cat at Wendy's,
she
I'm
knows
good.
bumpkin.
We don't. According to what we've discovered, they used to serve this thing called a hamburger here. Apparently, it's a type of sandwich that had a meat inside of it, and we've tried to replicate the way they look. And on the countertop, they just have
Yep.
the small plastic trays that you get at Wendy's, You're definitely gonna need to move her.
She's so adorable. Aww.
And behind the counter, it's airfolk. The goggles they have on their marking spot next to the left eye, they have a spatula and a kitchen knife. They are cook specialists, and they use high temperature air rotation to cook the meat. And then it's seasoned with spices from all over the world because they get a cut of everything they ship. That's how they keep supply. And what you guys are served is the literal replication of a Wendy's double. Okay? And you guys sit down to eat, and you're chatting with Kira, and she's telling you guys all about the history of New Chicago, and Vanil's not with you guys. He is with Micah, who is also not here. So it is Pura, Kira, and the two of you. Which is great. Because now the screaming starts.
Here we fucking go.
It's not the little black hand critters, but it is those Venta black shapes moving just outside the windows.
Can I help you?
Ma'am.
And they are not shaped like men.
Ma'am, we're at a Wendy's.
Don't ruin my joke!
I wasn't intending to.
Shit, Ben! I've been setting that up since session 0!
You told me in the car when we were at Sheets the other day.
There's a rest of the
Beats away one of the
Yeah.
shadow beasts. So we're at a fucking Wendy's.
That was gonna be the bit! Ruined it!
dog has a headache today.
Sorry, I'm
I
yelling.
know.
Oh no, she got her tail wagging. She's happy.
No, this one. Sorry, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm sorry. Goddamn. It was
You're all
just,
very bad at controlling the volume. I've learned this.
Damn it.
it's just super funny.
It was.
That was the whole bit.
We can cut it out and you can still do
Somebody
it.
else just steps in before you do.
No, that's going on a short. How dare you?
Cat pops up. Ma'am, we're in a Wendy's.
Several of these beasts. Hey, buddy, how you feeling? You alright? Slept a long time. You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Alright.
So what'd you think?
What just happened, Ben?
Oh, I just casually stole his joke that he was working up to make.
I have been planning a joke since session 0. And here we are, session 6. And Ben just ruined it.
Yeah, well, the cat got in front of us, and in the game, we're currently in a recreated Wendy's. And I'm just looking at the kids like, ma'am, we're in a Wendy's. And just...
Two of these creatures burst through the window. Cat shapes. Panthers. Venta black. And they land with a thud. And without even moving, the two pods on Kira's back eject, face the thing, and blast them into the wall, splattering them into a pool of Venta black explosion. And very calmly she stands and turns and says, "Ma'am, we're in a Wendy's!" I ruined my joke.
I'm sorry.
Roll initiative.
God, that would have been such a great punchline, too.
No.
I've been setting that up since session 0.
Oh my god.
What'd you get, 1?
Yes.
17.
Something
traded.
happened here.
We traded. We did.
What's Micah?
Micah's not here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mikey's
what-
not- It's
Oh, I'm not here either.
It's
Pura.
Pura.
it's Pura
Kira.
and
So,
Kira.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick while you're figuring that out. Take me like 2 seconds.
Oh shit.
Do you want me to have Micah brought back?
You guys are gonna join again eventually. I'm gonna DM hat you.
That's how you've been.
You're the foodie. You know your friend's got this. You fought these things before, not these particular things, but if Kira dispatching 2 of them is any indication, you know they're going to be fine.
I'm just going back to eating my burger.
You sit there and you eat everyone's food. Kira is just sitting this one out. She's like, everybody else has got this. I'm good. And she's just eating.
Reaching over Steel's mom.
Boy, that trip through the Rainbow City on your food sampling thing gave me a powerful DM tool to use for you when you have headaches.
Yeah.
I can't believe you stole my joke.
You're so distraught.
I'm glad you liked your soup.
Oh, it's delicious, Mom. This is great.
We're also still on stream.
Great, I don't care. Hi, everybody, how we doing? We're just having a quick chat. We're having a bite to eat. How's everybody doing? Anybody watching? Ah. Hey, how you doing?
Those are both us.
Oh, great. How
One's
we
on
doing?
Twitch, one's on YouTube.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard me.
No.
Pura is entirely convinced you guys are gonna be fine.
There.
After watching Kira dispatch 2 of them with minimal effort, Pura is under the impression these are the same types of shadow beasts you guys have been fighting. They're going to go down in one hit, and everybody just left their food when they jumped through the window. Oh, excuse me. She's gonna sit there and eat it all. She's the foodie of the group.
Oh, fuck
She's
you.
hungry,
I'm keeping my burger.
and she's convinced you guys are gonna be able to handle this no problem. So it's just the 2 of you and Kira, and you are against 2 more shadow beasts.
What's cure the niche?
2? There's 2?
She goes last.
Oh.
What did you roll?
Oh, right.
I rolled a 17.
17.
That's right. I can't use my earth magic here.
You can't?
No, because there's no earth. We're on artificial
Oh,
ground.
I can literally use any other magic. I can't.
Yeah, none of us can use earth.
That's fine.
No, this is all a completely synthetic environment, and you're in the air.
I know.
Yeah.
I have. This is the perfect time for me to finally break out my Gaia's Grace,
God.
as well as my
I
my ice
literally
shards
can't
again.
use any of my spells.
I can use my ice
They
shards.
all use Earth.
Yeah.
This is why
Well, I'm not tier 2 yet.
No, these are all tier 1.
I know.
I only have 1 tier 2 spell, and that's my
Yeah,
fire
no,
spell.
I'm saving to make tier 2 spells.
Well, that's fine.
Well,
All right, I know what I'm doing on my turn.
One
so you
of
said there's
them.
only 2 targets?
There's 2.
Oh, perfect.
One of them
Ice shards, 2 targets.
is a cat, like the 2 Kira just dispatched.
yeah.
But its tail is not solid. It's twinned at the end.
Yeah.
The fun part is...
The other
Yeah.
is a goddamn bear. Up on its hind legs, paws out, standing up. What do heroes?
I mean, I'm going in. That's 14. And 11. 24. And that's twice. So 58.
24 twice is 48.
Yeah, because I get 2 attacks. Yes, hello, baby. No, not right now. We're in combat. We're in combat, baby.
I can math. I can.
What are you subtracting 58 from?
75.
17.
Okay.
So he's
Which one was it? Bear?
yeah. Are we in the confined space?
Yeah, you're in the Wendy's.
Okay, so he's not gonna have that. She wants beds. He's not gonna have the giant axe because we're in a confined space. This isn't gonna be fun. I'm gonna hit somebody.
Maybe.
That's not them. So he's just gonna shrink him down into the gauntlets, and then he's just gonna start boxing with the bear.
You go in with a jab, and the bear's like, kind of tilts his head a little bit against the grain of your jab, and you catch him along the snoot, and his other paw comes up, and you catch him in the gut, and over it goes, and you slam it on the side of its head, and smash it down into the ground. And it splats and then reforms into the shape of a fox.
I have Tifa vibes with the whole, combat.
Yeah, it's just
From
like
Final
he's just
Fantasy.
looking down. It's like, it's not fun when you do this.
It's not solid either. It can do what the fuck it wants.
I know, but it's come on. I wanted something bigger, not the little shit.
Ha! Where did I put my dice at? I don't either. That's why I haven't been using them today. Because I took them out of the box. Because I thought everybody was leaving today.
Yeah, well, so did we.
So did you, I know.
We're leaving first thing in the morning.
Yep, 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Hey, big guy.
Which means Ellie's gonna need a ride to school.
I know. That's
Alright.
fine.
Oh, yeah, well, if it's nice out, I'll walk her.
Okay.
She'll like that.
Well, tomorrow.
Don't do it, young man.
Probably gonna be rainy.
Well, whatever.
Mr. Maui?
I'll take her.
'Cause I was
Rain or
checking
John,
the-
I'll walk her if it's nice.
Yeah, I was checking the thing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The weather forecast actually earlier today.
All right.
Hot sauce makes it so much better.
21. Oh, who? 21 to who? Oh, Jesus Christ, it was 10.
Who's breaking in?
There's only 3 of us, so maybe D6 and then
Oh yeah.
1 and 2, 1 person, 2 and 3.
Odds or evens? There's only 2 of you.
Yeah.
Per.
Kira's chilling.
Here.
I'm eating.
Right, there's only 2 of you. So odds or evens. If it's a crit or a fail,
Even.
Kira, take it.
Even.
Odds or evens?
Even.
It's 2.
All right, I take it. I'm
fuck.
fine. I'm fine.
The
What am I
tail
doing?
splits like all the way down to the spot it stops, and both ends crisscross right itself. Both shoulders. Shunk.
25 hold damage.
How much?
6 and 15.
So 21.
Is that 2 separate attacks?
No,
or
it's
is
physical and it's 1.
It's physical DRP.
Mm-hmm.
So you said 15. So I take 9
It's 21.
It's
or
21.
21. Can I dodge it? No.
Great. There you go.
No.
We can try.
I do like dodging. I do like trying to dodge stuff on Star Trek. Alright.
Nope.
Nat 20 on. God damn it!
Nope.
No, because my dodge is 5.
Take it.
Alright. What am I taking?
It's 21 minus your DRP.
Which is 6.
So 15.
Alright. I'm terrible at this.
Gwen.
Kira's up.
I thought she was last. I'm 17.
You're last.
Oh.
Nerd.
That's why I asked what you rolled.
Oh.
Kira rolled 15.
Okay.
Ma'am comes up, and the pods detach. And she reaches up and grabs them. And pulls them down. And throws them. And they whistle, end over end. And become buzzsaws of wind. And it splits the cat clean in 2. They come together. Vroom, and split. And come back to her hands. Chink, chink. She puts them back on their posts, and Ma'am goes back in. Cat's gone. Back to top.
No.
Oh, no, you. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You don't matter, don't worry.
I keep skipping you because you don't know the rules yet.
6 sessions in.
So there's only 1 left now.
That is correct.
Oh, spicy.
Right? Spice from the voice in the sky.
6 sessions in.
Oh my god, this soup is good.
Ice shards. I don't have the AoE one because there's only 1 target.
No, there's 2.
No.
Unless the saber
The other one- the
cat's
other one.
dead.
She
Yeah.
cut it in half.
She cut in half. It's
Well, just because it's cut in half doesn't mean it can't reform.
Plop, plop. Nothing.
Fine.
Oh shit! I ripped up my ice shards.
The only reason yours changed is because it wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
what's my damage for ice shards? I ripped it when I was trying to. D20,
In your rage.
D20, D12. No, I was switching it over. I just forgot to put it on here.
I don't know the rules.
All right.
Kidding.
She tries.
She does.
Mm.
12.
Do we have any more? We do. Good.
And then Ice Shards is +5 damage also.
Those are tails, right?
Holy fuck, man. 19 on my luck.
Okay.
Alright, so that reduces defense to 0.
Alright, so it's going to take a total of 62 just with my bonuses before I add anything else.
Has 17 HP left, so.
Oh, yeah, it's dead. I like obliterated it because that's not even including my damage extra plus my other damage. That's just my intelligence bonus.
Give yourselves XP. 40 party XP.
40 party? Alright.
So we're at 485 in total.
Oh, shit. I'm at 101. I'm at burnout. I'm at burnout.
-2 to everything.
From now.
From now until the end of the next round in combat.
Which
Or if
we
you use
just
On Guard.
ended combat.
Can
Unless
I use,
there's
I
more.
can't. Can I use On Guard now? Because
No, 'cause you're not in combat anymore.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I can.
So you're
Doesn't
just
mean anything. I told you to be careful of burnout.
Oh, I'm fine. I got this.
When I say -2 to everything, it's your damage bonuses, your defense, your dodge,
Yep.
everything.
I know.
All your big stats.
I know.
shows how southern I am. You said Ritz, I thought you said grits. I was about to be like,
got
damn.
those too.
Oh, grits sounds so fucking good right now.
Want me to make you some?
Once it gets closer to dinner. I'm okay for now. Thank you.
Grits and eggs.
Grits, eggs, and soup. That's a combo.
My mom is awesome, guys.
Yeah, damn right she is. She's the incarnation of Ernie. What do you mean?
Absolutely.
Alright, so now that fight's over, can we take a quick break? Because I'd like to go get some caffeine from the store. Oh, wait, no, I bought soda the other day. I
Yeah,
bought
you
soda
did.
the other day. Never mind, I'm good.
God,
We only have an hour left anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, we're good. Let's keep going.
Oh,
Yeah.
grab me some.
Yep.
Grab me one. I don't got it today.
Okay, well, we have successfully murdered 2
As these things splatter to the ground, losing what forms they had, the scene is repeated everywhere across the city. Airfolk take no shit. And there is black splashes all over the ship.
I'm just imagining the air person motto is like, we love life. Doesn't mean we won't take yours.
Are these things really alive?
No, but I mean, that feels like an
Well-
statement.
They are very good negotiators because of their racial ability. Yeah, it's Vader Force choke, just with air.
You will give us what we want.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
So, as again, the round of applause sounds out all through the ship. Everybody is once again grateful to be alive for the second time today. And the captain comes on in his piratey tones and assures everybody that everything is fine. Don't touch the goop. Especially don't light it on fire. We'll figure out how to clean the ship once we land. Everybody is welcome to stay at Pier 1 until New Chicago is repaired. And like a captain, we hope you fly with us again. And you feel the ship start to descend, that pit in your stomach. And then it splashes onto the Great Lake, expertly settling into the dock of Pier 1.
Nice.
And people start unboarding the ship. You guys hang out at the Wendy's. It's going to take at least 2 hours to get the ship completely empty. Okay, and Kira knows that her dad's going to be the last one off the ship. And she'd like you guys to stay with her.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he's the leader of the air people, he's the one.
He wants to meet you.
We definitely have to meet him.
Yeah, he wants to meet you. Kira also imprints her personal rune on the attunement stick when Vanille gets back.
Yeah.
Can we get more than one attunement stick? Because I would like one.
I don't know, you can ask.
I am asking.
Asking who?
Burra. Not
Kira.
Burra, but Kira. Kira, because she's right here.
She's the wrong person to ask. They don't make them.
Oh.
They're crystal things.
Oh, so I'd need
Firefolk make those.
I'll ask Von Hill later when he comes out.
Oh, yes, because Von Neal can work with Crystal like we so clearly demonstrated earlier.
Yeah, but he can request one. I mean, he has the.
I mean, that's fair.
She's not wrong.
Yeah. It's
Speaking
like
of Von Neal and Micah,
creating one here.
they come wandering past Von Neal and Micah, and you hear them talking about guns and like the different kinds of recoil and what kind of gun would be good for, you know, stopping this thing or that thing, and Micah still has the melted gun on his back, right? He hasn't taken that off, right?
Well, I'd like to think that at this point, Reiner might be able to fix it.
Well, if he can't, the two of them together probably could.
Yeah, because it's literally metal, which is a mineral from Earth, which
And
is really
between the
plus
four of
applying
you, I'm
heat.
sure you could fix it.
Yeah, applying heat, using Earth to bore the hole and kind of help form it.
But yeah, he still has it on its back.
Yeah.
On his back. It's still burnt to shit, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think during the 2 hours downtime when they're back, if they're not back before it's up, that's what Reiner's going to
I want to be able to work with healing non-humanoid things soon. Like
So mending.
Mending, yeah. Well, it was like I was telling John before. Eventually, I'd like to be able to like try to heal the what is it called again?
Were you not paying attention?
No, I was.
The-
but I'm thinking
yeah,
of the taint.
the
okay,
Gadai.
from. I'm shush. you.
Heal my taint!
I'm talking about Wheel of Time, okay? Because that's where you got a lot of
It's
references
the
from.
trauma,
The trauma.
not a lot.
Oh, my God.
Don't plagiarize me like that.
The
Spit out my
trauma.
drink.
The taint.
Heal my taint.
I can never read that word during a reread of The Wheel of Time without... I have the maturity of a 12-year-old. Clearly, you've been listening to me tell stories for 3 days. I hope.
More than 3 days, but.
Micah looks over at Von Neal and sees the lot of you sitting inside of this ruined, tarred Wendy's. And he goes, I found him! And Von Neal stops and looks in and he goes, oh, hi. I see you handled things out here. We did much the same. Make sure that you give Micah that XP, whatever you earned for...
The free XP?
No. Whatever Reiner earned for XP
That 500 or whatever?
during that combat.
We haven't. You said party XP, not free.
Right. But what did Reiner earn during that
Oh,
combat?
just a quick melee.
Was it just the one attack?
Yeah, it's literally that's all he did.
All right. Because I gotta keep track of all the XP that you guys get, and I'm losing my place. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
My brain's doing the thing again.
Okay.
Von Neal comes in and regales you their tales of going out on the aircraft carrier part of the ship and shooting into the sky, and then those things showing up and bursting out onto the deck of the aircraft carrier, attacking the propellers. And between the two of them, they managed to keep the majority of them safe, so the ship stayed in the air.
What do you want?
Do you want to?
Why are you
I
snarking?
just brushed.
She wants attention.
You want to go out?
No, which one's attention?
I had her out there just stare at the fence again.
Smell.
That's what she's done all morning.
So. Happy so.
It's been... Is there anything you guys want to talk about while you're here?
Yeah, the crystal.
What about it? Oh, the attunement stick? You want to ask him for it?
Yeah, yes.
He takes the stick out of his pocket, pushes Vila's button, and hands you the stick.
Alright. Hi, Vila.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Would it be possible to get a second attunement stick for us, for the group?
I don't see why not. I'll have it ready for you by the time you come back.
Thank you so much.
Sure. He puts it back in his pocket. Anything else?
Oh, I'm good.
So it's been about an hour.
Well, in case our party splits up, it'd be a good idea if 2 of us have it. Plus the fact, I probably would use it for more people anyway. For
You guys don't have your own personal runes, though.
Yeah, I know.
Not yet. I can learn to craft one, hopefully.
It's been about an hour. Okay, the ship is pretty much empty. You guys decide it's time to start heading out. Get down, young man.
Trying to steal that napkin?
Get down, I said.
You love napkins.
Backer Kit will be at Spiel Essen 2023, the world's largest tabletop games convention from October 5th to 8th. I've been invited.
Don't you have work then?
Yes.
Womp womp.
Okay, let's just keep
Carry
going.
on.
I'm sorry.
So it's been about an hour. Ship is emptied.
You guys decide it's time to leave.
Okay, time to go meet Dad.
On your way out, you arrive back in the docking bay where you landed the ship, and it's out on the pad, getting ready for takeoff, but still on the ground.
Yeah.
And standing underneath it is a man about a head shorter than you, very stocky, but not muscular. And dude's got a gut. And he has what could best be described as a pieced-together admiral's coat, and then a tricorn hat with a great big white feather in it.
Ooh. Nice.
And he's got a red scarf tied around his neck. The dark blue of the stapled shoulder padded coat that he has on, clashing very much so with the bright red trousers and the tan brown stomping boots. And over his shoulder he has slung a great big bag. And the bag has painted on piles of coins on the outside of the bag.
Really?
He lifts his hand, and he's got sausage fingers. Waves his hand. And Kira's, "That's my dad!" and runs over. And he bellows his hello in his piratey tone as Kira jumps at him and gives him a great big hug. And he comes over and introduces himself. Sorry, I can't do the pirate voice when I'm eating. I'm very hungry. So you guys are going to get the summary. He introduces himself as Captain Remington, Mayor and Captain of New Chicago. And he asks how you liked your tour of the city, and chuckles to himself because he finds himself humorous. He tells you not to worry about the repairs. They're not going to touch the goop. You've been asked to handle that by the lead engineer. He's just going to leave you to it.
There.
Okay? You have until the ship is repaired. You got a week, give or take. So he said, before the ship is fully repaired, minus the gunk. So you have a week to fix this issue. And then he excuses himself, says he's got to rally his men, the city workers, and get to it. And him and Kira head off into the distance, out the dock that has since unfolded to a concrete pier that extends for about 30 feet and then makes a sharp right-hand turn. And from all you can see outside that bay door, it's shoreline, empty, forested shoreline, and water. Clear, flowing water, as far out
Fresh water?
as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, considering the salt water is all frozen / crystallized, that is a fair assumption to make, yes.
What do there is?
How close are we to the temple that we were at before when all that first stuff
The Earth Temple?
Yeah.
Or Idris Olam?
Idris Olam. Because didn't we go by there now?
Pier 1 is about 300 miles northeast from Idris Olam.
Okay.
It is on the edge of the Great Lake, which is the only freshwater source left in the world aside from a small tributary that flows to the south. The tributary used to connect to the ocean, but since the ocean is frozen, it just kind of dammed itself and formed a swampy marsh.
And it's the marshes where I need to go to, you said before?
I didn't tell you where you had to go. I gave you a hint.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember the hint. It was
Should have
last
wrote it
night.
down.
It was
Should've
last
been paying
night.
attention.
I might have wrote it down, actually.
You didn't.
I want the hint back, man. I still have that book. I never got rid of it.
Well, what do is the question? I mean, if he's the leader of the Sky People, he knows where the Air Dragon Temple is.
You would think. Would he tell you yet? That's the question. He knows
No.
your heroes, but you've done nothing for
Yeah,
him.
we've got to repair. I'm pretty sure if we manage to get rid of the goop and repair New Chicago, we should be good. Well, I guess, Reiner's going to wait around for the crystals.
You gonna hang out in the empty city? Or are you gonna,
Well, it's in Pier 1. The Chicagos are being delivered to Pier 1, so he's obviously heading there.
Pier 1 is a city unto itself. You step out to the pier, and in the direction the pier turns, boy oh boy, how do I want to word this? Alright. You ever been to like a small like fireman's fair? Or like a little county fair?
Kind of, yeah.
How they have that arch, that stick it in the ground, big metal arch you walk through. It's all gaudy with the stars and the lettering and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, that. Right at the end of the dock. And it leads into a parking lot that is full of stalls and tents and impromptu buildings. Some of them made of earth, some of them made of metal, some of them made of clay, several of them made of crystal that has been clouded to mimic a white wall. And they're all laid out, mishmashed on top of each other. Tents on top of roofs make big top-esque homes. It looks like a carnival. And they even have carnival rides. A Ferris wheel. And the teacups that spin are decorated out far down to the right, about 300-400 feet. All the stalls have people. There's hundreds of thousands of people. The entirety of New Chicago has joined the population of this mishmash tent city. And they're all milling about together. It's a literal carnival. Welcome to Pier 1.
Oh boy.
I think I want more soup.
I'll get him more soup.
I did not realize how hungry I was until I started eating that second bowl.
Dude, I'm just gonna like explore, I think. But I want to stay around the coast, the water.
Well, you can walk up and down that section of the boardwalk if you'd like.
I am going to.
It's about what you'd expect from a carnival. There's games. There's,
But it's all along the water, because I said I want to stay by the water.
yeah, like walking the shoreline
Yeah.
along the boardwalk off the pier.
Yeah.
Okay? You're going to have games and stands and, try this, try that. Hawkers between every shop. Okay? Carnival games, carnival rides, queues forming. There's just a sea of people moving. And it's loud. Everybody's shouting. Everybody's got the air amplification going on, shouting over one another. It's loud. Okay? Plus, there's all the actual games. Folks ringing bells, winning prizes. It's a carnival. I don't know what else. What more do you want from me?
All right, we're good.
Thank you for losing interest so quickly as we approach 3 o'clock.
No, I'm not losing interest. I'm writing stuff for my spells. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what I basically am just watching the water because I'm trying to figure out where I need to go in order to do what I'm trying to do.
What is it you're trying to do?
I need to get back home.
Right this second.
No, but I want to get back home, so every chance I get...
Well, what are you hoping to find by walking the shoreline? What are you looking for?
Well, let's go, Aquaman. Hop in there, start swimming.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm at this point. They already know about the water and stuff. Fuck it. I'm taking off the cloak
Doesn't
and
mean
I'm jumping
everybody knows
in.
yet. It's only been a couple hours.
I mean, the whole of New Chicago knows. Now the entirety of Pier 1 is starting to hear the rumors that somebody was using water magic in New Chicago, and it was one of the heroes.
Congratulations, you're outed.
I just don't care at this point.
And you throw off your cloak, and the din stops. Dead. You could hear a pin. The crickets pick up the difference in silence.
What did you close? Chuck the thing. He stepped on my computer.
You probably just closed your document.
It was on the
You
internet.
closed whatever you were working on. Clearly, we're still live.
Okay.
I'm checking right now.
I love you, Iro, but really.
Well, I mean, she's like that, right? It's just like, ta-da!
All right.
We're just going with this at this point. I just.
She lost the last fuck to give.
Yeah,
Congratulations!
Yeah, we're still live. It's fine.
Alright. But yes, the last fuck is gone.
Reiner. Ta-da! And the murmurs start, and it picks up to a roar. And you see a lot of shrugs. People just turn and go about their business. They expected something more. It was just, you took your cloak off and revealed that you had black hair. You didn't do
I
anything
jumped
else.
in the water, I said. So I jumped in the water.
They
I'm
want
gonna
a fucking
chance.
spectacle?
Oh, you jumped in the water? Well,
Yes.
You're under the water. They can't see your hair.
Oh, that's true.
You're a crazy person going for a swim.
They want a spectacle?
Oh god, don't.
I'll give them a fucking spectacle.
Well, no. If you just took your cloak off and jumped in the water, right? They don't fucking care. You're just some crazy person who jumped in the lake. Nobody's done that for a while, but it happens. Most of the time, they don't come back up.
I'm using. Oh, I can't. I'm at burnout.
I can.
I was gonna use the mixture of the water and the air so I could breathe under the water while I'm trying to like.
Bitch, you were born underwater.
That's
you can
true.
breathe
And
on
your
I
water.
can't.
burnout will get way worse.
Well, no, I was born underwater, so wouldn't I be able to breathe?
You haven't been underwater in 200 years.
That's true.
Just relearn to breathe, it's fine.
That's fine.
Go, go.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll just make my burnout worse. I'm gonna like manipulate.
How much does that cost?
Probably 10 because it's
One.
base. Oh no, yeah, it's up to your highest, isn't it?
It's 10 for my tier 1. It's gonna cost me 20.
It's level 10.
Yeah, it's level 10.
You are down 42 bonus points, 42 defense, 42 dodge, and 42 DC.
Man, you're taking a lot of damage.
It's okay. I'll figure it out later. Anyway.
Later is now. There's a reason no one jumps into the lake.
Oh, fuck.
You're in combat now, ain't you?
That's right.
As soon as you hit that water and break the surface, you can feel the bite, the sting.
Well, if I got bit when I jumped in, I didn't use the thing to breathe yet.
Yeah, alright. As soon as you hit that water,
Okay, then I didn't take it yet. 'cause-
you feel the bite, the sting of thousands of tiny fish. And they're picking off your skin, piece at a time, layer at a time.
Down. Bella,
Get down from there.
you don't go up there.
And there are millions of them swarming you as you scramble out of the water. It feels like someone just poured salt and lemon juice over an open wound that covered your entire body. There's a reason folk don't jump in the water. There's a reason they don't come back out.
Made it out though.
You're alive.
Barely. Hmm?
Excuse me. I got some of this. Where'd you put it?
When did you get that? Because I don't remember.
Out there in that basket because I thought it was.
Thank you. Okay.
Yep.
So what did we learn?
Most of the people on the shore who are still in the vicinity of where you are don't seem to notice whether you're alive or not. Most of them are impressed you just made it out of the water to begin with.
Yeah.
And now they're starting to pay attention
Oh,
because
shit.
you're out of the water and
Yeah.
you're wet
Yeah.
and your hair is fucking blue.
Yeah.
And that's not a color nobody has.
Yeah.
So now the crowd's starting to gather.
Oh, he's gonna go ahead and make this an entire spectacle. He's just gonna be off to the side, kind of just wiggles a finger, and then just water starts going up like those fountain shows. Come on, see the merfolk!
Suddenly, in big flaming letters across the sky, a message appears. Nothing to see here. And
Just high fives from here.
and from I was gonna say from the crowd, you see Vanille writing in the sky with his finger, maintaining the spell.
Jesus Christ.
And then Micah writes in there, bullshit!
Oh yeah, Micah didn't know about this, did he?
No, I'm pretty sure he did.
No, yeah, he did. Yeah.
And they start to clap and cheer.
Yeah, because they saw Reiner's memories of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And they've seen you awaken.
Bye, bud.
Boy.
They start to clap. They start to cheer. They think it's a show.
I'm gonna
They're-
make so much money off of this.
They're screaming for an encore. And instead of throwing flowers, okay, each of them pull a small token out of their pocket. It's not money.
It's like skee ball tokens.
They're favor tokens.
Huh? Interesting.
And each of them toss one of their tokens into the sand at your feet. You just got half the city owing you a favor because you entertained them. You put on a good show.
I'm just gonna go ahead, collect those up, put them in a bag,
I'm gonna put back on my hood.
and seeing as they want an encore, I mean, who's he to not oblige?
I swear.
Vanille hops over the railing onto the beach. Walks up to Reiner. He's like, "Can we do fireworks? Is that a thing we can do right now?"
I mean, you've got the air and fire. I can't use air yet.
Hmm.
I'll just use water. Make a little pretty recreation of, let's say our heroine fighting, you know.
I'll give you some good lights.
All right.
And between the three of you, Micah, and Vanille,
Micah's doing like the effects for like blows in combat and shit.
you manage to make a sand recreation of the hand of Vanille, or the hand of Valkyris.
Oh, Chris.
And you're on the beach, and you stand up, and your staff is a trident now. Because you're using just a little bit of that mana. I'm going to let you take 10 off. Get out of burnout, please.
I was gonna awaken actually.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, no, people go crazy.
Alright.
You use just a little bit of that mana. And you have that trident in your hand. And there's fireworks coming out of the water. And the water is sloshing into shapes that resemble the city on fire in the background. And Micah is using his voice projection. And Reiner's booming voice echoes over the crowd, narrating how the fight is going. And you're recreating the moves that you all did using your water and sand trick to flow the sand. And you guys tell the whole story through theater. And you have the entirety of the pier now, up on the roofs, sitting down with their legs hanging over the wall at the beach, peering through the bars,
It was.
standing atop each other, sitting on shoulders. Kids, everybody's silent, hanging on every word of this tale you guys weave out of the last few days of your lives. And when it's over, everyone is silent for just a moment.
Yeah, we leave out the awakening part, though.
Yeah. Although they could see all the colors on my trident, because I have all the elements on there.
That's fine.
And the waters die down. The fireworks stop.
And my hair's back to normal.
Yeah, you drop. Okay? And the sand cascades back to the beach, losing the shape.
Yeah, kind of like melts down like he did.
And the entirety of Pier 1 erupts into cheers. You see the captain and Kira and Sid and all the workers that you guys saw in the engine room, and all of them are cheering and clapping. The whole city, the entirety of New Chicago, takes out a coin.
Oh, God.
And the captain steps out of the crowd, puts 2 fingers to his throat, and in his big voice says, "Hold 'em!" And he hops down off the pier,
Yeah, because having the entirety of fucking Pier 1 owing us a favor, good God.
strolls over, and reaches into that great big bag that he has coins painted on. And he pulls out one that's coated in gold.
Oh, God.
And you guys have gathered. You know, you're in your group now. And Kira's right behind him, scampering across the beach. She stops just slightly behind his right side. And he walks up and he extends that coin to your group. And he says, "This is one of the highest honors that I can give you. This, the entirety of New Chicago, owes you a favor. We will do everything in our power to aid you. Use us well."
I look at the group and like kind of a pleading,
Bullshit.
can I have it type thing.
It's like, no, let's go with the rest of the fucking coins. That's a vote to decide when we use that. The rest of them are just, kind of willy-nilly. But the gold one, no, we saved that bitch. Like, that's a group
I
vote.
hand it and put it with the bag.
Like, that is a group vote.
Like dejected.
The captain bows his head, extremely formal. The entirety of the crowd, in
Okay.
unison, mimic him, bowing their head.
Damn.
And then he waves his hand through the air, placing his other against his throat again. "Back to it!" Everybody goes back to work. Or they're hawking, or they're exploring. The crowd disperses. And Kira, she is falling all over herself to tell you guys how spectacular that show was. Not only are you guys the most capable fighters she's ever seen, because she watched you at the tournament. Not only are you guys the most capable fighters she's ever seen, you are also some of the best showmen that Pier 1 has seen since she's been alive.
Well, when you've got magic.
That was the best thing she's ever seen in her life. And her father agrees with her. And he gives her a pat on the back, tells her to be good, climbs back up on the pier, and disappears into the city. So there you guys are on the beach. Kira is star-eyed.
Bet you didn't expect this to happen today.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't, but it was fun.
What can we say? She draws a crowd.
Although, I will say, the next time you want to take off your clothing, you should probably do it when there isn't so many people around.
Unless you're into that, then, who are we to judge?
My wife and I tried that once. We got arrested.
Well, I imagine Bernie had some words.
Are you kidding? Bernie was the one who bailed us out. It was her idea.
I would not. I'm actually not surprised on that.
So, here's what we're going to do. It's 2:30. We're going to wrap up at 3. Because we all have adult things to do today.
Yeah.
And they can't be put off.
Nope, cannot anymore.
So,
It's your fault. I put him off for 3
this
days.
is where we're going to end the session today.
No, you've had 3 days to pack. I don't want to hear shit.
He's not wrong.
Oh my god.
Like, I packed when we were supposed
I even
to.
told you I would help you 3 days ago.
Yeah. I got my shit done on time.
Alright, alright.
Now that the session is over, how you guys planning on getting rid of the gunk?
Well, I'm going to try the crystal shit.
You're going to try the resonance?
Yeah, the resonance crystal. But if I'm able to hit tier 2, the general idea that I had before was I was going to have one of them, coat it with water. But it might affect New Chicago as a whole.
There's a lot more of it now, keep in mind.
I know. So, I was going to combine air and fire.
Don't use fire.
Don't
I know.
use fire.
That's the problem.
Don't use fire.
Because
There's a reason you can't use fire against this stuff.
Oh, I believe it.
Ooh, I have
Oh.
my quicksand, water, earth.
Right.
Huh?
What about it?
I don't know, like cover it in mud and try to yank it off. I don't know.
Well, but yeah, no, I was going to use heat lightning.
Oh.
You're on the right track with the crystal thing.
Yeah.
The resonance is the key.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just finding the right frequency.
Well, there was a theory that if you were to keep your finger pressed against a table or something similar, piece of paper even, eventually you will align with that piece of paper. The atoms in your finger, theoretically, mathematically, have to align with the atoms in that piece of paper in just the right order that your finger could pass through that piece of paper without ever touching it.
Stuck beside the couch.
What did you break? So, resonance is definitely a good word. Because that's nothing more than clashing sound vibration, right?
Yeah.
Well,
It's going to take some thinking.
guess you have to hang out until next week. But, we're going to call it here.
Yeah, wrap up a bit early.
Thank you for joining us today. Again, stream was sponsored by Call of Dragons. PC only, download the game with the link in the chat and description. And get your starting city to level 5 and level 11. And you will help out every voice you have heard on stream today. And it will be greatly appreciated. Next week, 11 a.m., same time, same place. Keep an eye on socials for the next few days for midnight gaming sessions. Maybe not quite that late, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
And if we don't see you before then, we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us.
And also, we will not be multi-streaming on the Twitch again until October 18th. More details on that event will be coming up soon. And you can like and subscribe to the YouTube channel to watch these streams as they go.
Anything you'd like to add, Ben?
No, I'm good.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.